Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. That's never happened before. We've got Alien Isolation on tonight, and before we get into that, just a few quick announcements. First of all, I am not Kungfufruitcup. She's on vacation this week, so I've been filling in for her. Right off the top, there's not going to be an That's Never Happened Before next Monday, or in 2 Mondays, because on the 31st we are having a Halloween Spooktacular, which is going to be hosted by Agdisis and Smooth Operative. 2 other announcements I've got for you. AGDQ 2023 online will be January 8th to 15th. You can head over to gamesdonequick.com for more information on that. And the game submissions are closed. If you want to see that, you can go to gamesdonequick.com for more details. And we have the second submission period coming up for games released after September 1st, and that's going to be November 12th through 16th. We also have Fright Fatales, which is going to be a 1-day event on the 23rd to celebrate spooky season with dark, scary, or horror-themed speedruns from the Fright Fatales community. You can use !Fright in Twitch chat to learn more about that. With all that said, I'm joined by Draix. How are you doing, Draix?
Oh, I'm doing pretty well, Church. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's always good to hear.
I have seen a lot of this run just passively because it's been in marathons and on other hotfix, but I don't know a lot about it. So do you have anything you want to talk about before we jump into it, or?
Sure, absolutely, yeah. So Alien, I love this game. I addicted to this game. You guys might recognize me. I was on Ecdysis' Speedruns from the Crypt just a month or 2 ago. It was recent enough. It's pretty crazy. It's super awesome to be back, so I'm really appreciative GDQ's enjoying Alien enough to have me back. But one of the big major takeaways of Alien is that we have a lot of different categories depending on the glitch tech. So we have no major glitches, which is, you can probably guess, as few glitches as possible. The goal is to play the game as the developers intended is kind of the idea. But we also have no CC, which is my main category, which is my favorite balance of glitches that can break some interesting stuff, but it still feels like you play the whole game. You get even funkier still with something like CC only. CC stands for crouch clipping, by the way. It's a special trick. We'll be showing off pretty early today, because then I have to go change you have to modify the input.config file by hand to actually enable it, and it gets really annoying, so we're going to turn it off pretty fast. And finally, this game's frame rate was pretty weird, which I'm definitely going to show off. If you have a means of toggling your frame rate really low intermittently throughout the run, you can jump through most doors as well as fly, and that one's going to be super exciting to show off. And so across all these different categories, there's all kinds of different tech, and I'm just going to try to show you as many things as possible, as well as hopefully for you, the casual player, a couple tricks that might be pretty fun to mess around with in your casual playthrough.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like super exciting, so I cannot wait to see this.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, I guess we should probably get to it, which means the gamer gloves have got to come off. I'm just really cold. That's why I'm wearing gloves. I figure you guys are probably curious. The heater's not working right now, and my PC hasn't warmed up the room yet. So, yeah, let's get this going. So we're going to load into... Oh, I broke something already. There we go. Okay, we're going to load into just a regular start game. Novice Mission 1. Now, I just want to show off basic Mission 1. I'm going to skip about halfway through it, and there's a cool dialogue tech that goes on. You see this one in every category. This is allowed even in no major glitches. So we skip these first 2 cutscenes and we wake up, and bit of a spoiler, I just want you to pay attention to just kind of the speed everything looks like it's going at. Just a nice casual, here's what's going on, get used to the feel. Memorize what this looks like. So Ripley's got to wake up here. We're on the Torrens. This is how any good Alien Isolation run starts. If you're on CCFPS, you can skip the sign-in, but we're not to CCFPS yet. I'll be showing that off when it matters most. Retrospect to me, that loot, it just for us out at this rate. I'm gonna get dressed as normal. You do get different dialogue if you aren't dressed, but alas, it's not part of the main speedrun strat. It is just by design that you get some different dialogue. So, nonetheless, here we go. We are clothed now. So far, this looks like your regular run, which is okay. It's just got to remember that we're showing off glitches, and I don't mean to not just speedrun the whole thing, right? Yeah, I mean, I've played this game enough times. I ran this game enough times. It's just the first missions are pretty slow as well, so you just kind of slow. Okay, so here's our first glitch. There's Samuels in there. He's going to talk to us, and it's usually pretty long. But if we step into his room and then back out, he'll start talking to us, and now he's not talking. Pretty weird, right? What's happening is when we're out of his zone, he's still on a timer for when his dialogue is supposed to load for the shortest possible dialogue it would have. And when he's finished, he's there, right there. He's going to flinch for his animation. We can walk in for the kind of updated portion of our objective, and once this part finished talking, there we go. We finished the objective. We did a whole dialogue skip, which is pretty cool. It's one of those really small ones. It's not super exciting, but it is pretty nice. It saves quite a bit of time. Mission 1, normally, if you just listen to all the dialogue, can take, I believe, 4.5 minutes, if I remember right. So if you watch some really old Alien runs that have that in there. Now, Taylor's the same way. Taylor doesn't flinch over. So we're going to walk in here, start the dialogue. And then we need to be behind this door when she finishes this line. And then, I usually have a kind of a big walking pattern here to do this. I want to show this off a bit clearer, though, so I'm not on the walking pattern yet. So we're just going to kind of wing it and go from there. But these kind of buttons on the floor here are kind of like your invisible wall for where her dialogue triggers can be. Now, we definitely have enough time now, so walk in here, get the last of her dialogue, and some of those Samuels have to wait in the room till she finishes this line. And then, boom, now we're almost done with mission 1. But it wouldn't be any good mission, it wouldn't be any good Alien Isolation run unless we reset in mission 1, right? Everyone, we gotta do that. We can do this faster. There's a way to do this faster. So what I'm going to do is remove the cap on my frame rate, and you can see my menus a little bit speedier. Now, watch these we got to skip the cutscenes as usual. It's going to be a little bit faster. I just gave it away, didn't I? Oh, by the way, you can't see my frame rate. Right now, we're sitting about 600 frames per second. I've got all the settings turned down. We're running just 720p despite my, ultra wide monitor and whatnot. And wait a second. We're out of the audio here. Wait. All right, well, I guess we'll grab the key card. Oh, Ripley, she's ready to go. Now, don't mind me crouching there. It was because I have CC binds. And, if we look down here, it's just going to be, Ripley, we activate a speedrunner mode here. And you notice it kind of gets a little bit spastic with how quickly we're walking. It completely fluctuates with your frames per second. So we just dropped down to 350 there, and you can see I'm walking a lot slower.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stare at the ground, and I'm going to speed up a little bit, because now we're back up to 500. Now, for this one, it's actually faster to redo the dialogue glitch in a different way. We're going to start talking to Samuels, and since I walk so fast, he's going to be talking silently, the way that I kind of showed off earlier. We're going to walk over to Taylor to get her going. Just like that. Now back to Samuels. This is the old mission 1, the one I showed you where you wait, is actually relatively new tech. And it's cool. It saves about 3 seconds because you're not wasting a bit of extra time walking. But again, we're so fast here that we don't waste that time anymore. So now, Samuels is ready to go. He talks at the same speed, of course. Alright, here we go. By the way, you might notice the game's in Italian. This is a common speedrunner trick in this game. A lot of the objectives in this game are dependent on when dialogue finishes, and so the faster the spoken dialogue, the faster the dialogue finishes. So this one's very similar. We're gonna wait for Taylor to talk, but it doesn't matter when we leave the room because we need to wait for them. So we're gonna come down here to Samuels. Now I'm looking up again, so I've got slower FPS. I'm under 400 now. And so Samuel's gonna be walking here, and I want to show you something as well. So he's going, he's ready to go, but if I look down, the speed thing is up. Check this out. My man speeds up. Slow? Oh, let's catch up to him again if we can. So, as you can imagine, there is I got my FPS went up anyway. So, nice and slow, nice ready speed, super speed. Go, go, go.
It's such a huge speed difference, too.
Yeah, it's wild. All right, I'm going to put my cap back on. So now we're back down to 200, the normal frames. You notice the game is really weird. Now I'm walking, right? I'm not touching anything. I'm going in slow-mo now. If you have the frames too high and they drop, the game starts running at like half speed, which is why you saw that speed fluctuation when it was going between 350 and 500 or so. So it's just ultra slow here. It should fix itself on level load. If it doesn't, then the next glitch I'm about to show off is going to be a little bit funny. Oh man, this fade out's really slow and uncapped. And you can see the cutscene takes forever to skip.
Oh.
Should reset. If it doesn't, we'll have to... So yeah, here we're in mission 2. We skipped that cutscene. Now you're gonna notice, or I guess, maybe not stand up here. Looks like we're going normal speed again. Okay, looks like it's good. Looks like it's good. So this is your regular animation here. Now you might notice I'm in a spacesuit, but I'm walking not super fast, but you know I got a nice hearty jog to my pace here. Just take note of that. Now what I need to do the first restart of this. Unfortunately, there's a good couple things to reset here, so this is my first restart of the game. Just a heads up there. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put the regular FPS cap back on, so I can use Ravitune or FPS toggle for some cooler stuff in a little bit. So I gotta open up NVIDIA. This is just a quick little detour here. Such is the nature when breaking games, right? Gotta go around stuff. Fortunately, I practice these routes. You know, I didn't realize it's even might even be showing on stream.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, nice. That was actually not part of the plan, but you know. All right,
Very thorough glitch explanations.
Very thorough glitch explanations. So the reason I put that cap back on is so we don't have weird speed up glitches. Because again, these larger missions, mission 1 is a really small level. The larger missions are much larger, right? They are much more intensive to have loaded in your game. So you get the drastic FPS toggling. So you'll walk through main area mission 2 and just it's rough. Anyway, so yeah, I had that fast walk there. Now, what happens if I load into the game normally? That fast walk doesn't matter. Speedrunner, not, you don't do anything. You always get that on the transition from mission 1 to mission 2. But if you load mission 2, which we have to watch the animation again, for that I apologize. If you load mission 2, you're actually just normal speed, like the intended spacesuit speed. Anywhere else in the spacesuit in the game, this is the speed you're supposed to go. Well, I guess it will be the speed once we finish standing up here.
Yeah.
So here's regular spacesuit speed. You can see the animation around the helmet's a little bit different as well. Now I'm gonna do another cool glitch. I'm using that. I'll be honest, I actually learned about this one just today. We're gonna try to get just as right on the edge of this prompt as we can. Right, come on, right on the edge. Yeah, perfect. You see how it's still glowing orange? That means we got the glitch. Usually when you grab this, it's supposed to disable this change button, so you can't change back into your spacesuit. But if you grab it from too far away, we can put the spacesuit back on. But the door out of mission 2, out of the airlock here, is unlocked, so we can actually have our spacesuit on for the rest of the level.
Does that affect gameplay at all, or?
It does. So now I can't run. I can't access the radio menu. I'm just spacesuit seed all the way here through mission 2. Now what's cool? We're gonna get about halfway through this hallway, and the helmet's gonna disappear. We still have the spacesuit on. The helmet stops rendering. There it goes.
That's wild.
We're still in it. I'm still walking at snail, you know. But it's if you really want to take in the game, right? It's for those true enthusiasts.
You want to go at a nice.
Now the reason I'm gonna crawl through everything here. Oh, you can see my arm kind of grab it with the spacesuit. I'm gonna crawl through everything here, and there's the big fall animation that comes up. And then, if I remember right, we should be able to run in the spacesuit after that. It, like, fixes itself after we're in an animation. And then after this, I'll have to load up a mission 2 where I'm not in the spacesuit. Actually, I'll probably just reset it and do, like, the normal route. But this is cool enough. I need to show this. We're gonna do a bit of backtracking. Oh, it's the speed of snail, that's for sure. All right, there. It's right up there. I see the end of the light. Almost. And you can probably hear as well, we have the sounds as though we are out in space as well for a spacewalk. It's thoroughly amusing. All right, there we go. So now we're falling in the spacesuit. Which is not by design. And if all goes well, I should be able to run here. There we go. Now we're running in the spacesuit. Radio still doesn't work though, but yeah, we can run. It's almost the same now, which is just goofy. Here, I can even turn down the field of view. So the game's a little bit weird how it shows stuff, but if we turn down the field of view, we can go. We can see our feet, and sure enough, spacewalk percent or spacesuit percent, I guess. So that's a fun glitch right there. I'm gonna load mission 2 one more time so I can show you the next set of glitches we've got, and then there'll be a little bit less backtracking for the next part to come. So we're gonna load mission 2 one more. Oh, not mission 3. Mission 2 one more time. So, gotta do the first slow part. Apologize for a bit of backtracking there. There's not a convenient save point to make a good safety save. I guess maybe that one, I don't know. We'll spend as much time pausing the game to load the new save in, so it's alright. We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
So, the spacesuit basically just takes away your ability to do anything, from what I understand.
It does until you change missions altogether. So if I do all of mission 2 and then get into mission 3,
Okay.
then we can actually behave in the spacesuit like normal. And again, I learned about this just today. My friend and I were messing with it. We think there actually might be potential for a sprint spacewalk in a future mission. Pending more testing, though. We're not sure at the moment, but it was just that we're messing with the day in preparation for the run, and we're like, wait a second. Nobody's actually walked the spacesuit all the way through mission 2 to find this out. So mission 2's a little borked, but then after that, then it works, which is pretty interesting. You can see just how much faster it is when we're not in the spacesuit, though, and then we can come out of this vent, we can run. Suddenly mission 2 feels like so much less of a grind.
Yeah, this is worlds different.
Yeah, and this is the part of the game, because this is a regular, my usual category is a 2.5, 3 hour run. This is part of the game I've done so many times over. I'm usually so sick of it, but man, just gotta, it's one of those phrases. It's a bit violent. It's like, why do you hit yourself on the head with a hammer 50 times? Because it feels so good when you stop. Now here's a fun bug as well that kind of is a hint for other stuff later. Even though we loaded a fresh save, sometimes weird artifacts carry over like this. I didn't actually expect to see this one this run, but those are usually supposed to be hanging like a regular luggage carrier, and they're stuck now. This is a hint. There's just a couple things in the game like break like that, and we'll show one a really kind of cool one later on. In mission 15, it's kind of a time estimate hit. I'm still autopiloting, grabbing that loot. All right. That said, it is time for the next glitch: crouch clipping. So crouch clipping is a cool tech that, what happens if you bind crouch to the scroll wheel? So if we run and we activate it, it's just, it's hyperactive, right? All I'm doing is just running and just scrolling. So there's certain doors, such as this one, that we can take advantage of. Now, it's a little funny. It looks like we're getting really comfortable with the door, but you'll see we just kind of get a little bit bouncy, and eventually, one of these times, eventually, you can see how I feel about this glitch. Okay. It takes a bit of finesse, and sometimes you gotta back up and try it again, and oh, I know why I'm not getting the glitch. I forgot to change my FPS cap. That is on me. That is my mistake. That's why I changed my FPS cap back to normal. I completely forgot to. Okay, so now I can use Rev Tuner, drop down to 130. Now, yeah, an important caveat of this glitch, you gotta be in roughly the 120 to 140 FPS range to make it work. And boom. I forgot to do that. I forgot to write that down in my notes. But yeah, here we go. Nice, we got no shock. Doesn't really matter for this, but...
First try.
Yeah, first try. I mean, first try once I had it set up right? And so usually you have to walk up here, there's a big cutscene where you watch the torrents fly by. Guess what? We got another one of those doors. Haha! So, it's a fun glitch, but it's kind of annoying. The FPS variant's a lot cooler. Now, we're not quite done yet. We're gonna go a little further on and show one of my favorite clips in the game. This is the upcoming clip is a no CC clip, so this is one I do in my main category. Doesn't require setting up anything interesting, just you gotta get just the right lineup, and then we'll actually intentionally softlock ourselves. Just lucky enough, the game is the level structure set up just right, it's just that we're able to unsoftlock, but it does look really funny in the meantime. Process to do it, we need to just kind of do regular run route right here, so there's nothing super glitchy right here. We're just gonna run in here, grab the generator, that's what it's called. Yeah, I'm forgetting my English. I only speak English, I have one language, but I forget half of it half the time. Turn on the generator, get some power to the doors.
I feel you so much on that.
Oh man. I think the part that's rough is I've wanted to try learning some other language, so I'll pick up like 1 or 2 words, and then I'll forget the English word for it.
Oh no.
And, it'll be like, oh, okay, well, alright, so here it is, it's coming up. It's Jackrab. Or Jackrab is the name of the glitch. So we need his maintenance jack to actually get out of the main door in main category run. Usually you have to use what we like to call the vent of shame. You climb up this vent, go up the ladder all the way down and around, and then grab it off this unfortunately deceased, what do you call him, janitor there. But if you line up right on this, you guys can't quite see my crosshair, and I don't have a good way to show off the crosshair yet because I don't have any items. But if you look kind of right at the, like, where the light catches the edge of this beam, and then just at the same angle as the jacket, just a little above it, then you can get the prompt right here. And if you press it, all of a sudden, we are latched in the soft. So I'm wiggling my mouse like crazy. I can't turn around, dude. I can strafe, I can walk, I can't. Oh, actually, you can run. I lied. You can run, but I'm stuck here, right?
Yeah.
So we do this funny little dance all the way around. And then, fortunately for us, there is a locker right here. And that breaks us out of soft lock. So we're good to go. Gonna do a quick save. The janitor I mentioned, unfortunately deceased.
That is super convenient.
We reload the save. Yeah, it is. It's super lucky we can break the soft lock like that.
So how much time does that?
So we're gonna run back and see how he's doing now. And yeah, he was just faking it. He's all good. That's what I learned about pretty recently as well, I'll admit. Oh, you asked how much time it saves. So the Vent of Shame takes, if I remember right, about 45 seconds. Because you gotta drop down out of that hole there, grab it, actually see the animation, and then there's the actual maintenance brace on the other side of this door, which you can kind of see right there. So you break that out, and then you're good to go. It's kind of a forced tutorial in a sense, but you know, we have a lucky little scene we can grab. Let's see here. So now I need to load. Oh my gosh. I made an oopsie. I forgot to take an extra save. I wrote these notes to the route I was gonna do, and I forgot to take a save where I needed to. So we're gonna load up some backup saves here, which should be this one right here. Once the game goes to main, that was okay. So now we play game. Alien, load game. We are at. I didn't load in the game. Sometimes Alien does that. Okay. Okay, quit the main menu. Well, let's try that again. Place final destination. Might have to restart it. Sometimes it wants to be restarted, sometimes it doesn't.
So while you're doing this, do you know off the top of your head what the difference in time is between crouch clipping and no crouch clipping categories?
Oh, yeah, so crouch clipping, there's actually a really big skip we can do, which I'm going to show off with the CCFPS variant. But you can skip effectively from mission 2 to mission 11 to mission 18. So the entire CC-only route is about 22 minutes. Okay, my game didn't want to load over the save. I apologize. So I'm going to have to restart it here. Try this one more time.
That is
I'm not sure why it's not copying over the save here.
Wild variance.
Yeah, as opposed to main category Alien, which is roughly 2.5 hours, like I was mentioning. So, yeah, just 2 hours of save. CCFPS, meanwhile, is sub 10 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
All right, let's see if this works here. Yeah, there we go. Now it actually got my save. So this is save one of those, my backup save. This is the one I'm going to use later for CCFPS. As a bit of a spoiler. But it's the one that I meant to take and then totally forgot. So for that, I apologize. All right, so we're back here. I meant to save at that save point. It was on my notes, and I overlooked it. It's funny, because this is somewhat of a run where we have a route that we're doing, but it's not quite a run because it's different. So, you mentioned the CC only, right? I wish to show you now the CC only route for this portion of mission 2. So, similar to before, we hop through this door here. Now, yeah, sometimes there's kind of 2 layers to it, so it takes a lot of crouch hopping just to get to the first layer, and then you're through. We're gonna hop through this other one now. Run back up the stairs. Again, this skips the whole cutscene with the Torrens flying right by. Like, dangerously close. I have no idea how that was cleared by the marshals, but, you know, gotta show off. And then, there's this mysterious shutter here. Let's see what happens when we crouch clip at this. And, wow, it's actually a pretty promising start. This can be a really tricky clip sometimes, so it'll take us a few tries. I was really optimistic I was gonna there it is. Wait a second, there's nothing back here except for, you know, good old out of bounds. So there's a kind of invisible box right here, but if we walk right on the edge, right until we bump the visible box. And now what we need to do is you can take fall damage in this game. There's only like one place in main game you actually see this happen. You can't take fall damage though. You can cancel fall damage by holding peak as you fall. I can mess it up, so we're gonna first try. Let's get it. So I'm gonna run until a box pushes me off the edge and then peek. Yes, perfect. So we fell down and then I'm gonna walk right this way. We're just in a cutscene. Wait a second. You recognize this cutscene? It's the end of mission 2. So this skips all of mission 2 that you would do in any of the other categories. And all of a sudden we're straight over here at the transit station.
Wonderful.
And as normal, you know, you press the button, head over down to mission 3. Oh, which the reason I mentioned that CC only skips mission 11 is it's the same actual area, same map of the game as mission 11 uses. So we're gonna do what you do in CC only is break through a couple doors you're not supposed to get through, and then you're once you're through those doors, then you're able to grab the shotgun, loop your way back around up front, and then make your way to mission 18. You need the shotgun to survive it, but yes, I'm gonna restart the game one more time. Now that I showed you what CC only looks like, I will be turning it off because it makes some of the other glitches more tricky. Because every time I scroll, which I usually use for grab and break out of prompts, which I need in mission 4 especially, it will break the thing. So I can even show you. This is what the input.cfg looks like, barring a few more modifications. We're just gonna comment these out. And then we're gonna open up Alien one more time, or a couple more times. We're not done yet, you know. I got a lot more glitches to show off. All right, Alien, play game, Alien. We're gonna load into mission 3. While that's doing it, I'm gonna set my rifle tuner down to 7, just in preparation for later. All right, so here's mission 3. This is what the train we'd usually do just coming out of mission 2. I would show it right away, except we need to restart the game, because I mentioned I was going to show you guys, you know, a couple tricks that the casual player might really enjoy. And one of these tricks, one of the most major tricks we use throughout the run, doesn't matter, well, other than no major glitches. Other than major glitches, doesn't matter the category, we use a glitch called psycho running, discovered by, you can guess it, Psychohypnotic. It is a glitch that allows us to run silently throughout the game. There's like an asterisk by that, though. And I wish to explain it. So I'm actually going to turn my field of view back down to 47 so I can show you my feet. I know, or it's the big feet reveal. But it's important. So, you might notice the game actually has a walking animation. If you listen really closely, every step you make that the game actually hears is synchronized with our feet as well. So, step, step, step. Now, before cycle running, I need to show you silent walking. If you walk forward and then hold strafe right, look at this, I do this weird glide thing. So just straight up holding forward and strafing right, we're walking normally, but we make no sound. And you can listen. No sound. No sounds being made at all. And so this is a useful trick if there's somewhere where you don't want to run or you just want to get somewhere a little bit. You don't make any sound here. Steve will think basically it's the same as if you're crouching, barring a couple line of sight caveats, in terms of the amount of noise you make. So this is completely silent here, as well as silent walking is completely silent. Now, that's cool. But what if we start running? So similarly, right, we have our feet here, and you can see kind of the pace of our steps. Now, what if I run and strafe right? Unfortunately, we still take steps, but you can see our movement's kind of weird. Our animation's a little bit sideways. Now, I'll run forward again. Now, watch what happens if I press crouch while I'm running. My animation resets every time I try to crouch or running. So the game's weird. If you press crouch, not moving, you know, kind of stand up, crouch like this. If you're moving though, you do it a lot faster. And if you're running especially, it will hop, but it won't actually crouch you. So I can be crouched, and if I start running from a crouch, boom, I'm standing up. I didn't press crouch, I'm just automatically going. That's why it resets your animation, is that it just starts your run over. So you can see we're kind of hopping on our foot here. So if we combine silent walking and psycho hopping, as this is called, you get psycho running. So now you can see we have this really funky animation, and we're making no sound whatsoever. That's really cool. Now, it's pretty funny. Now, watch what happens if I turn sharply to the right, or to the left. I get no my directions. All of a sudden, the animation messes up again. And you can hear a couple footsteps to go with it. So, silent running is almost silent, so long as you never turn sharply left. That's the caveat. But if we're running here and we, smooth lefts, and then you can make the rights almost as sharp as you want, sharper than 90 can get a bit risky. But yeah, about like that. Boom. Now we are silent running. So I'll show this in the full field of view. Video, field of view. Back up to 75. And 75 is particularly nice as well because since we're running sideways when we do this, it allows you to see a little bit more of the game. That's why almost everyone you see will run in 75. And yeah, here we are. We're cycle running. We're making no noise. We're running at the full movement speed as well. Assuming you don't mess up your lines because you're running sideways. And you see a lot of, like, no CC, for example. You see the player running like this just through most of the game, and it's pretty goofy. Now, there's another glitch down here I want to show you, and it's one of my favorite clips. It's a brace clip. So if you notice, at this door over here, there is another maintenance brace back here. We have the maintenance jack, right? So we can use the jack, and then the brace is back here. And if I run against the door and I peek, you see you can kind of get inside. So if I just barely tap peek, all of a sudden, it's a little hard to see on the stream, I'm realizing, but you can kind of see a green, oh, it kind of started disappearing on me. A green prompt for remove brace. So, remember how I mentioned that the scroll wheel is important? I have scroll wheel also bound to use as well as button mash, which I'll get to what button mash does later. But if I use it on you, so if I run at this door, I press peek and I start scrolling. Check out what happens. Brace clip, baby!
Oh,
so
wow.
it's fun. It takes quite a bit of practice to get the feel. But yeah, sure enough, I mean, we just got to the other side. Now this is nice because, especially in this zone here, once I take it off, it's a little slow. This guy has a medkit right there. So that's a free medkit we can take. You can't actually go the long way around. It's totally open. It's just if we're waiting for the tram, we only have a set amount of time after we come out of the mission 4 area, roughly a minute or so. And it's just enough time to run all the way over here, peek this, take the brace off, grab the medkit, and get back to the tram as it's opening. So you lose time if you go all the way around. This one I showed off because we're going to use this a bit later on as well. Let me check if I want to show off anything with mission 3 else. Okay, yes, that's good mission 3 for now. If we have time at the end, I'll come back and show off another really interesting one with CCFPS, but it's really hard to hit. That's why I saved it for the end, because it's not a guarantee I'll make it. But yeah, let's go. Oh, I messed up. Let's go into, one more time, mission 4 here. Now, I'm really excited for mission 4. The reason is that mission 4 was my first like major alien bucket list item. For as long as I ran no CC, I always wanted to find my own glitch. I wanted to have a glitch. I wanted to have something to contribute to the run. And it took me many years of running, and finally my friend Cookie and I had a couple ideas. We saw a couple other tricks, and we're messing around. Finally, we find one. Zipper clip. So that's what we're going to be showing this time around. We got to do the first part of mission 4 normally, though, so we're just going to kind of run through regular speedrun strat. And I'm just super stoked to show off this glitch. I'm still so proud of it, and there will be someone else coming up later on. I mentioned I was going to debut a really cool glitch later on. That is another glitch that we found, as well as another friend as well, my friend Mark's. And it's a secret glitch for now, but we'll save it to the end. It's what we call the glitch to save no CC, to bring it back. But anyway, regular mission 4, we got the motion tracker here, which is pretty cool. I probably don't need loot, I'm realizing. And what I'm going to do as well, when I have a chance, is pause real fast. I'm going to turn on Cheat Engine. I just want to make it really clear we're going to use Cheat Engine for this one. You don't need Cheat Engine to get the glitch, but it requires the droid punching us a bunch. And especially since I want to show you something as well, kind of a funny little quirk with the glitch as well, I'm going to turn on full health. So when the droid punches me... Oh, I forgot to hook alien. Hold up. So when the droid punches me, I won't do any damage. And you can probably see that now my health bar at the bottom corner is now fully maxed out. And if I get punched, it won't make a difference. So what we're going to do, we're going to shoot at this guy's feet. We're going to try to aggro him a little bit. Get up these stairs, and I'm going to drop a save here just so we can recreate this. In case it is easy to mess up sometimes. So I'm going to drop a safety save. Shouldn't need, hopefully. All right, there he is. So it's a bit tricky. We need him to see us, very explicitly see us get into this locker. He's going to wait, and as soon as he starts moving, we're going to step out. I messed up the timing. Okay, you didn't see that. That was bad. Naturally, the first glitch I mess up is my own. Okay, trying this again. Hop in our locker. Now, as soon as he moves, we're going to step out of the locker. I messed up. Okay, I just got to reload. It didn't help that he grabbed me there. I messed up the cycle. Usually, as soon as he moves, step out of the locker, you get a weird glitch where he tries to pull you out. where he'll try to pull you out while you're stepping out, and you get a camera break. And this is important, and you'll see why in just a second. There happens to be this maintenance brace right here, right? So, we need him to come in here. Watch me get in the locker. And he should just kind of walk over here and stop, and then he'll start moving. Alright, now we get out. There's the brace. So now I got free camera. I'm going to reach over to the brace, scroll at it so we can grab it as fast as possible, start popping it off. Now he's going to grab us. That E prompt right there, that was button mash. And you see now my gun is kind of... Oh, we can't quite see it because I... But now we have what I call zipper clip state. So whatever happens, he can't grab us. He's just vibing. He's having a good time. Now, what's pretty cool with this, especially, if we get the... It'll probably take me a few tries. So we're going to... I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Every time we do this, he'll teleport behind us to punch us. Now, if he's directly in front of us, sometimes he'll teleport through us. And so we can get what I call a droid ride, which is pretty cool. So he'll punch me, I'm gonna walk up here and then try to step back. Didn't quite get it, okay. Definitely takes a few tries to get this one. But don't blink, you'll miss it. Gotta get the timing just right. Right. Walk up to him and then back. Not quite. Up and there it is. So you saw he teleported into us exactly where we were and just like all the way back. Which is and we got another one right there too. Sometimes I kind of chain together. So you can see why this is really cool, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So usually in mission 4 we have a big cutscene with Hughes, and this door is really hard to clip. But if we stand at it and kind of at an angle and then walk and step just a bit forward, look at his zipper. This one takes a few tries as well. This is why I have full health, because we're taking a punch every time, right? Look at the zipper, step forward. One of these times, come on. Little out of practice on my own glitch, I'll be totally honest. Come on, big man. Oh, I forgot. I know why I'm not getting it. This is another FPS dependent glitch. We've determined that 120 seems to be about the magic number, and I completely forgot to cap at 120. So, that's on me. That's why we're not clipping through it. It seems her frame rate has to do with exactly where the droid teleports. Still a newer glitch. Don't really know what's going on, but yeah, there we go. Boom. We skipped all of the cutscenes. So this guy Hughes, he's usually supposed to die as you're staring at him through this vent. We're just gonna... Oh, wait, I forgot. I have the certain variant of the bug. You can actually zipper clip with Hughes as well, funny enough. We got the certain variant of the bug where nothing works right now. Until I press call elevator. You can fix that depending on how you glitch the glitch. There's a... This is why I don't play shooters, by the way. There's a way to break yourself out of it, but... Yeah, that is that's zipper clip right there. So we take the droid, we get zipper clip state, and he'll push us through the door. Again, FPS is very important. Now, the upcoming glitch I need to load. I'm going to save for. I'm going to quit the main menu real fast. Hopefully I don't restart the game for this one though. And we're going to go to mission 4.
So that...
Or I am in mission 4, sorry.
That trick must be pretty hard to get in an actual run though, right?
It is, yeah. There's no full category runs of the glitch yet.
Okay.
That's why we're trying to get people back into it. So for context, skipping Hughes' death cutscene, if you set up zipper clip perfectly and you get the clip first try, we'll save about 20 seconds over like an otherwise world record mission 4. So it's enough that it's worth trying, but it is risky. You take some damage.
How much health do you normally? I guess how many punches can you normally take before you die?
If you're at full health, you can take. The 10th punch will kill you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get a good couple, and I'm 90% sure that's consistent with Novice. I know Nightmare for sure. Droid does 11 damage per punch. He does it's a bit different when he grabs you. If he grabs you and punches you, it does 18 total.
Okay.
So it kind of, the math gets a little funny when you do the grab setup. Novice, I think, is the same. Admittedly, I don't run Novice. I don't know offhand. I'm sad to admit it. Okay, let's see if I can load into... For some reason, Alien is not updating my saves unless I restart it. It was doing fine earlier. It's weird. Sometimes it needs to be restarted, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what it's doing.
That's never happened before.
Unfortunately, it has happened before. I just hoped it wouldn't tonight. But, it's fitting. It's fitting. Oh, yeah. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. All right, so now Alien, load game. Should be from way in the past. Yeah, there we go. 2019. That's the one. So, this next glitch, I probably should pause to mention it. This is actually uses the same tech as Zipper Clip. This was found this is like dinosaur era compared to Zipper Clip though. So what happens is that elevator that we just paused. I'm going to pause the game, try to explain it right here. The elevator we paused at right before I reloaded this is this elevator right here. This is on the way back after we do the Hughes cutscene and come back around. If you drop a flare in the elevator and you get lucky, the android will be standing right here. And I just realized it unhooked. Actually, I don't need full health for this one. Android will be standing right here looking at the flare. If we bop him, grab the button, and stand in just the right spot, his next attack will always be a grab. And so it does the exact same thing. He teleports behind us to grab us, and if we're lucky, it'll push us through the elevator door. So this is the same technique as Zipper Clip, except that it's just a one-shot, one-off. We don't have a Zipper Clip state. It's just a one-time you can get it. Lineup's pretty tricky. Similarly, 120 FPS seems about the magic number. I'm going to try it a good couple times, and hopefully we get it here. So we're going to cycle on over the droid, pop him, timing, scroll on that. He'll punch. That might have been a little bit late. Look at him. Didn't get it that time. Okay, so you can see we're going to have to load the save a good couple times. That's why this one's much trickier. But this is the same tech that Zipper Clip uses. And so on that, it's like a parent. I got to show it off. It's really cool. I was late. Okay, we're not going to talk about that one. You want to get the timing right before he grabs, which is usually pretty consistent, but it's easy to just get a little bit too slow there. Okay, he spins around, perfect, grab it, punch. That gets him in the right position. Not quite. The actual movement, exact lineup is... it's a stinky one. Grab to the elevator. And it's so fast, too. You guys got to be right on it with the timing. Hoping I can get this before, a few hundred tries into here.
I have faith in
I went too
ability.
far. It's a little rough because I'm a little rusty. This is a no CC glitch, but I'm running no major glitches lately, so I'm really out of practice on it, unfortunately. Almost. You'll see the couple of them that are pretty close, so getting teleporters into us, kind of like with Zipper Clip. He's sending in a different spot this time. That can be good, sometimes not. Oh, come on, big man. We load this enough time, the game kind of will bug out as well, and it'll start being slower to load and show us somewhat of an out of bounds. Oh, come on. So you can tell why I don't have put this in my runs yet. It's a tricky one. Rollback Run does have it. It's one of those places where it saves time over me, but he punched me really late. Oh, I thought that was it. I was feeling that one, dude.
Yeah, this looks like it's one of those things where it's maybe not frame perfect, but very close to it.
Yeah, it seems to be a bit of RNG where the droid teleports as well. It can just be pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
I'll try it a few more times. If we don't get it, it's not the end of the world. It's the same tech. It's just we punch through the elevator, and then we actually press the button on the other side of the elevator to finish it out. I should look at... Probably keep my eye on the time. Oh, dude, I felt that one. That one just I had the tingle, the spidey senses,
Yeah, it's funny. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. All right, press the button over here. Not quite. All right, I'll give it 3 more tries. 3 more tries. If we don't get it, I'll show off some next stuff, and we can come back to it if we have extra time at the end. But I've got a lot more cooler stuff to show off that I would love to before I get this clip. So, 1. Okay. Now number 1. Number 2.
This will be the one. For sure.
Okay. 3rd time's a charm, or I guess last 3rd try is the charm.
The third try, that tracks.
Yeah, it counts. I'm warmed up now, right?
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Oh, bummer. So he's actually soft locked now. So you can see he's kind of there, right? He can't move at all. I mean, he's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get him all the way in the other area too. But yeah, there's an elevator button back there. If you get it, I feel one more try. Okay, 4th time's the charm, as the cool kids say. Then we'll try mission. We'll head up into mission 5. You stinker! Alright, well, I'm gonna load to mission 5. We can come back to this one if need be. I was hoping to get it, but I even wrote in my notes, this one is a pain in the butt. So mission 5. Let's see. Mission 5 doesn't have too much right away. Mission 5 is another glitch that we probably should show off at the end if we have time. But I do want to show a couple things. So the first thing I'm going to show is one that the casual runner can definitely benefit from. It's a super duper easy clip. That'll give you the V3, the highest tier pipe bomb, like 10 missions, but you're usually supposed to be able to get it mission 15. We can grab it here at mission 5. Due to a kind of a just a simple oversight, as funny as that is. So I'll show you that one, and then there's also, it's not necessarily a glitch, but a cool out of bounds I want to show off. I'm realizing for that I need to rehook Alien, so I will do that real fast. But yeah, right here, this is the room before we talk to Coolman. So if you get to these stairs, you start talking to you, and notice there's the blueprint right there, right above the edge. That's V3, but if you just kind of, really check it out. Oh, as I mess up, just grab it. Yeah, now we have V3 pipe bomb. Oh, right, I have a speedrun saved, so I have all this extra stuff I'm not supposed to have normally. Anyway, it doesn't show up like that. Forgive me, you're not supposed to see all this stuff here. But yeah, nonetheless, it's the start of mission 5.
Are speedruns done on New Game Plus then, or?
No, usually just do a solid, like, regular New Game.
Okay.
For Alien. The game itself doesn't feature New Game Plus, and then using the speedrun saves, they are made by playing the game and then clipping through areas to get the blueprints, and then using Cheat Engine to give yourself more of that item.
Okay.
As opposed to actually, how do I phrase it? As opposed to actually just, the game just gives it to you. These are just pre-handcrafted, or testing out new strategies and
gotcha,
yeah. Has to offer.
For sure.
Yeah. So this is regular. There's a little glitch coming up here as well. Usually if you fall in this event, you stagger, you do a big crouch and fall. Yeah, I mentioned you can use peek to cancel fall damage. You can also use peek to cancel the animation, if I don't miss it. It's one of the ones I've been doing a regular one. So like the first ones I'll miss. It'll just like a second loss, which drives you crazy. But yeah, just peek out of here as we're falling. There it is, right there. So now we peeked and we didn't have the Yeah, we can run to the Coolman's room. He'll talk, he'll do his thing. Now, if you notice, he's got a vent here. If you know this game all too well, Mr. Coolman does die to the alien at the end of his mission. It's a big fancy scripted cutscene. After he sets the alien after hunting us, alien comes back, gets him. He supposedly breaks out of this vent, but it is actually a rendered vent. We can check it out. So I pressed the wrong button. I'm gonna render up a cheat engine real fast. And the reason I've got it is so I can do the fly cheat. So this is not a glitch tech. This is not something that works in the game. I want to make it really clear. I'm literally just fully flying in here. There is a way to get in here after you do the whole mission. I don't want to do the whole mission. So we're just going to cheat in and fly in it just so I can show it to you right away. So I'm going to press Z, activate fly, and then you got to find the right button. Looks like page up. Or insert, my mistake. And yeah, there's a event right there. Now, funny if his dialogue glitches, we view this as well. He's still talking outside, which you can barely hear. But you can't hear him actually talking here, which is really amusing. But here's the event right here. The Steve crawls out of it. We can just press Z, fly down, and we're in. So sure enough, I'm walking around, no flying. This is a real working vent. It's fully out of bounds. You as a player can crawl in it. It's pretty fun, pretty goofy. Just a little quirk of Mission 5 I wanted to show off. But with that finishes Mission 5, unless I do the other thing later on. But we have to play Mission 5 to actually show it off, and it's a lineup that can be really, really finicky. So we'll come back to that one if we have time. It's another type of clip, but we're doing the same type of clip later on. That's why this one's not super prudent, because it just leads to a soft lock. We're going to load Mission 6. Now, I mentioned early on that we have a lot of glitch tech, right? We have no CC, we have CC only, and we have CC plus FPS toggling. Mission 6 is the first mission. CC FPS gets really cool. Because again, I mentioned we can clip a lot of stuff. So we are loading into Mission 6. This is right after Mission... I'm sorry, that's really self-evident. You come down the elevator at the end of Mission 5, and you're at Mission 6. We're at CC FPS now. So actually, I need to toggle my FPS properly. Give me one more second. Set that bad boy to 7. Okay, turn off that. Okay, so there we go. Now we're back in regular game. Should be going well. The route is coming out of Mission 6 via this elevator, and then go back up. Your mission's still active. Your mission state is still set across what zone you're in, with a few exceptions, and we'll show that off later. Your mission's set wherever. So we're still in Mission 6, even though now we're back in the Mission 5 area. Now we gotta be careful. Steve can get us here. But for CC FPS to work, we're gonna look at a certain door we want to clip, which is this elevator door right here. And then we're going to kind of run at it, toggle our FPS, drop it real low. So it's going to look really funky on stream. Don't worry, the stream's not breaking. It's by design. We're going to drop down to 7 FPS and just sprint and crouch at this door. So same tech, but there we are. We're out of bounds now. So there's a route we can go here, which is this way. And then we need to turn FPS toggling again to do a fly. Physics in this game gets really weird at really low frame rate. So much so that when you fall, Like, the falling math doesn't work out really well. So we're going to press it one more time. Come all the way over here so we don't fall behind this ledge. And boom, come out of Steve's vent. Now we're in a forbidden area right here.
Oh,
I actually forget the route exactly. I think it's this door. We're going to crouch go back through it. Yes, okay, so now, if you recognize this is the area in the start of Mission 5. So we're just going to go back down the stairs for Mission 5. You can tell why I love this. It is, you go as far away from the intended route for Mission 6 as humanly possible. It is just one of my favorites. Alright, so now we're at Mission 5, or now the basement of Mission 5. Like, you know, this is where we got the pipe bomb and all that. Now, this door is usually locked. Thankfully, we're in CC FPS. That doesn't matter. We can get through it. It can be a bit feisty, though, so it takes a little while sometimes. There we are. Very nice. And then we run up here. Through this one, which we also can't get through usually. But CC FPS, you should break all the rules. And now we're going to run up this elevator here. This is the elevator you'd usually use at the start of Mission 15. Again, we're just in Mission 6. If you remember Mission 15, it goes to the same area as the end of Mission 6 explosion, so it shows all the fire and everything beat up and whatever, and, you know, if you did this usually, you'd be stuck. But we're in CC FPS. So once it loads, it's being a little slower than I expected this time. Want this door right here? Same trick. Now you see I'm holding forward and sideways when I get through these doors. The reason for that is, check this out. If I'm in CC FPS and I walk forward, it's really slow and weird. But check what happens if I hold, which is literally just walk sideways. Strangely fast.
Yeah.
So fast, and you can see how it's kind of like jolting.
Yeah.
My position's only updated every frame. So that's how we can get through these doors. Is since my position is updated at the frame, it updates after you've moved past the door. So it checks for collision only at each frame. So that's why it works. That's why you can get through so much more in CC FPS. And yeah, here we are. So this is usually where you'd usually run through this door here when you're coming through. Like, that activates the big cutscene with the big boom that if you ever watch any of my speedruns, I'm like, okay, headphones used to be warm. This part gets really loud. That happens right there. Now we can see it before it happens. And then you crawl up the ladder, go all the way up through these vents, go down around, and where you drop out? Right behind this door right here. Oh, missed the toggle. Oh, I forgot Steve can drop. Yeah, that's a little risky. But yeah, sure enough, we drop out of this vent, and Mission 7 starts right here. Now, I want to see something even weirder still. Hopefully we don't die to Steve. This will be headphone users warning, because we're going to activate the cutscene. You activate the cutscene before you're supposed to. Oh, you can also hear as well, there's water sounds here. It's kind of an interesting quirk when the fire is not here. Oh, there he is. I don't have my phone, so I have to activate it real fast. So it's going to be loud. There it goes. So that's when he usually dropped down, right? You can tell it's really loud. I can't hear it myself, but that's okay. We're not stuck in the animation, but it's going. And that's it. So I'm basically soft locked now. I can't take my weapon. I can't open my radio menu. I can make all the noise I want though. And Steve is not here. So I'm gonna go back through this way one more time. It's very loud. Oh man, I should turn on my own volume. Hold up. So this room here is filled with gas. This gas would usually kill us. Let's check what happens. So notice, I don't have the gas mask. I shouldn't be able to get in this room. The gas will actually have a hard wall if you don't have the mask, because you can't get into the room. But yeah, game doesn't care now. We're good. We're just vibing, not taking any damage. And no, I don't have full health cheat on Cheat Engine right now. In fact, Cheat Engine's not even hooked. But no, yes it is. But yeah, I can't access the log, so I can't do this 100% strat because the things are broken. But sure enough, we're invincible now. And now the cool thing about the gas is once you're out of the gas, it does re-enable our ability to use revolver. We still can't press things, but we can actually break out a revolver. That's it. That's all we got. But that allows us some interesting things coming up here as well. So let's go back into regular Mission 6 area.
So is all...
So you might recognize this area here. Oh, go ahead, yeah.
Is this part of the speedrun, or like the no CC FPS, or is this...
This is not. No, in the CC FPS, we'd have just gone straight through the elevator to Mission 7. This is just totally messing around because we're in places we're not supposed to be.
That's what I thought. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So if you notice, no matter what we do, there's usually humans here. There's no humans. Steve should be active here. Steve's not active anymore. We are suddenly all alone on the space station. We can't get into any other levels. We're all alone, right? So no humans. We are free to explore all we want. And check this out. You know, these canisters burst in flame and they'll usually kill you.
Would you...
No longer!
Would you say you are isolated?
I am absolutely church. I'll even turn on my field of view so you can see me on fire. Sometimes it's a bit of a finicky menu. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you know, we're on fire, no problem. Doesn't matter, bro. Okay, gonna fix that though. Running at 47 field of view for some reason is somewhat of a meme. I guess because I don't know. I would say Psycho running, but not people are running emoji glitches lately. I don't know anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much the interesting thing you can do in Mission 6 by the CCFPS. So let's go one more interesting place. Let's go into the actual droid area. Oh yes, actually I want to show this one. That's right. So similarly, there's usually a droid. I gotta actually give a skip first. Okay, hold on. This one's a tricky door. Come on! On my cheat engine, this bad boy. So the doors like this that you can't stand up when you're inside of. I know, interesting feature, right? Kind of break it because I can't stand up on the crouch clip part. Sorry, one more time, and then I'll just cheat engine. Oh, okay, we're gonna cheat engine through it. It's a sticky one. You can get through, like I said, almost every door with it. And maybe if I was stubborn enough, I could try it. But yeah, so we're in here, and yeah, there's usually an android in here. So usually you activate after you do those, you'd activate this, and the android would be there. And I think the android's one here. No, they're gone. Every enemy in the game is just fully despawned while we're in this state. So it's an interesting one. We don't know anything we can do with it because it's just the only place that we know to get it. But it's just kind of an interesting quirk. So I hope you guys appreciate that funky Mission 6.
Yeah,
right
that's really interesting that it just like breaks everything to the point where like everybody's gone and you take no damage and you just get to do what you want.
Yeah, right. It's actually funny because after the cutscene, regularly you do take damage in that room, right? The fire will burn you, and you can. That's the one place I mentioned you can take fall damage. If you don't activate the prompts on time on the ladder, you fall off the ladder, which does the fall damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, for some reason, breaking it ahead of time, it's just you can take all the damage you want. So excuse me. Yeah, let's load into Mission 7 now. So this is where we would be if I actually continue the Mission 6 clip. I'm loading the save, like scripted save though, because we have the stun baton. CCFPS, you skip stun baton, and I need to show off the stun baton later. So, Mission 7's a fun one. Mission 7's got some quirky things. This first one might take me a couple tries, but it's really funny. I promise it's worth it. So I'm gonna hold my flashlight out. This will get Steve active. It's a weird mechanic. Somehow, holding a flashlight out seems to make him like ready to react. We use this as a tech for the no major glitches lure strap, but we do want to be active in a bit. He can get into this vent is the important takeaway, but we just happen to have a perfectly safe spot. Again, if I get it just right, it's touchy. It's touchy. We got to be right on the edge. And we have to walk through the whole vent too, so I'm hoping I don't miss it. I'm gonna try to lure Steve in here though. There he is. Okay, so the goal is stand right on the edge. Hear my sound's broken?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. So now he can't get to me. We want him to drop down, ideally. There we go. Come on, big man. I need him to know I'm here. I'm up here. If I step back, he might think he knows where I am. Woo! He's playing feisty. Come on. Come on. I know you want to do it. There's a bunch of people watching you right now, Mr. Steve. Oh, come on. I'm realizing I found this on Nightmare. I wonder if it's a novice caveat that he's being weird. Because the idea is he knows I'm here.
Oh, yeah. That's interesting.
I'm just gonna throw that and see what happens. Oh, hey, pal. Oh, wait. that was not intentional. So he vented to try to get the noisemaker. He actually pushed me out of the vent when he did. Okay, I didn't quite get it. Try it again, though. We'll try it again. It's touchy. You gotta get him. You gotta get him convinced you're right there, but make sure he knows he can't get to you. And that's why it's tricky. There's another spot he does the similar behavior though. So if we don't get it here, it's not the end of the world. We got another place we can do it. I forgot my roller's not broken. I could have reloaded the revolver as well, and I had a smooth brain moment right there.
I figured there was a reason for it. I wasn't sure.
Pardon?
I figured there was a reason you weren't reloading. I wasn't sure myself.
Oh yeah, I just totally forgot I could. Oh, I did that early. We'll be okay. We get this. You can see, if you listen, the audio is kind of weird. That's kind of right on the fringe of where it can be. Right around the corner. What? Oh man, not quite. I was just, it was so close because you're so close to falling in the vent. You gotta be right on the corner of the vent to get it.
So, chat.
All right, attempt number 3.
Chat has a question.
Those times are try. Oh yeah, what's up?
That time when you fell when Steve jumped up, has that ever happened before?
Actually, in my testing, no. It makes sense that it does because the collision's still there, but I have not actually messed up like that. That is a very keen observation. I'm still on autopilot trying to grab the loot. I'm not running. I don't need to grab the loot. We're okay. I've got the cheat saves. Yeah, I apologize, Chad. I usually like to have it open so I can try to answer questions, but I have so many windows open between Private Tuner, Cheat Engine, both my file manager, my notes to the run. I do not have room for the chat.
No worries. I've got the monitors for it. I've got you covered.
Perfect. All right, so he dropped. He's in here. Getting fucked. That's not what I wanted to do! Okay, we're gonna cheat engine fly up here real fast. Ooh! Oh, here we go. So, I'm currently cheating right now, technically, but this is actually what I want.
Okay.
Let's just, oh, he thinks he can get to me now. Oh, dang it. Oh, before it's too late. I'm just trying to reset. Oh my gosh. Oh, I messed up. Okay, we're safe. We're good. I'm on the wrong side of the vent. That's okay. Wait, actually, this might work better. Oh, come on. You're angry. You're about to do it. I know you're about to do it.
Just does not want to jump up.
It's not the jump up that I'm looking for. It's when he starts running.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you're right there, dude. Come on, Mr. Steve. Oh, you stinker. Well, I'm in here again. We'll try again. Rinse and repeat. He actually pushed me the other side, though. That's funny. Okay, let's, be careful. Oh, I missed it! No, it's okay, I want to fall out. It's just right. You have so little time before he gets you. It's kind of scary, honestly. I miss this. I miss having this game feel scary. All right, 4th time's a charm, as it always is. I got a couple extras to show off Mission 7 here. So I hope this one's it. If not, the thing that I want him to do, he does later on with another glitch as well, It's just you get it in a totally different way. So I was hoping to show this one off because it's funny. You feel invincible. Probably should enable like cheat engine speed hack or something. We're gonna get right on the edge here. Oh my gosh, diggity dang it. Okay, good thing I have cheat engine. Cheat engine is nice for this reason.
Yeah, especially in a showcase so you can like reset easily.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's in. Oh my gosh, bro. I guess I needed to practice this one a little bit more. That's on me. Yeah, the cheat engine's not usually part of this. Important caveat, you don't need cheat engine to get this. I'm just messing up and falling out of the vent, and it's usually faster than walking all the way through here again to try to get it again. But here we are.
Yeah, for most intents in this breakdown, you're just using it to make it easier to show things off, right?
Exactly, yeah. Try to get as many attempts as speedrun the attempts of the glitches, perhaps. I'm gonna try to get right where I need to be first so I'm like ready for it. Okay, so I'm on the lip. I'm pretty sure the lip is safe. Yeah. Yeah, so he vented. He can't get to me now.
So maybe I missed it earlier.
There he goes! Okay, Mr. Steve, you see me, right? Come on! I'll peek very carefully just to see what he's up to. Come on. Right here. It's right here. Oh, he started. Basically, I need him running. If you're curious what I'm getting excited about, I need him running. I'll try the noisemaker again. Hopefully he doesn't push me out. There we go, right on the lip. Hopefully. Oh, you stinker! I'm not having the best luck with it this time.
Wow. Yeah, that was wild. So
all right. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Is the reason Steve's not able to get you, like, your hitbox is kind of over the edge, so it's just registering?
Exactly. Yeah. We have just over a gap that he's not programmed to be able to get to, so he thinks we're just floating midair and he can't reach us.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll give away what I'm trying to get him to do. What happens if he thinks he can get us but he can't? He'll run around in circles at the bottom of the vent, and it's just absolutely hilarious because he just doesn't stop.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to get, but it takes him a while before he starts running in the circles, and not fully sure what it takes. It's one of those ones that has, no run viability, but it's so goofy that I want to get it to work.
I mean, the goofy ones are the best glitches.
Honestly, yeah. Should be safe here. Yeah, okay, come on. Come on, Mr. Steve. I wonder if nightmare mode is what I need for it, in all honesty. He doesn't know I'm here yet. Okay, so previous what I've done is I'll back up and see he'll vent right away when he thinks he can get to me.
Yeah.
We should be safe again. Yep, he vents again. We're gonna try to drop here again. Nope, drop somewhere. Not actually fully sure where he dropped this time. He's trying though, you can hear he's going up and down, just looking for a path to get to me. He's trying. Alright, I'm gonna run here. Woohoo! That was right at the edge!
Ooh.
There he goes. Okay, you know I'm here now, right? Bro, come on! Oh! Well, that'll, alright, that's weird. I
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah, I will. I'll just show off the other version later on. I've got more glitches here in Mission 7 to show. So I think I should probably say 5th time is our last try for that one and keep showing the next ones. I'm a little bummed I wasn't able to get it. It's a really tricky one. I do wonder if it's the fact I'm in Novice and not Nightmare though. So at the end of the stream again, time permitting, we can try to come back to it in Nightmare mode. See if that fixes the issue, maybe. One, I was a bit of oversight of how much I need to prepare, but that's okay. I know it's a bit stinky to get, so that is okay. We got some more stuff in Mission 7, though. This one is somewhat run viable. We don't use it because it's slow, but it does work. So we're just going to drop down here like normal this time. And I'm actually going to drop a save, so I don't have to go through that vent again. In retrospect, I could have dropped a save here and then flown back up to the top. It just occurred to me now, I forget that I have cheat engine. So we're going to get the humans active. We want Steve to have an exciting time. Okay, the novice AI is goofy. We're just going to take our medkit out. Steve's eventually going to drop. And take care of him. Should, eventually. Trying to get him active. Man, Novice is weird. You can tell I'm a Nightmare runner. I was hoping Novice would be better for a lot of the glitch prep. Oh, I pressed Z by accident. Like, I'm stuck. Steve, come on! Drop, big man! He just doesn't care anymore. Goodbye. Wow. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna load Nightmare saves. I didn't expect Novice to just straight up completely break both of these, but yeah. So I'm gonna do Steve, which is our speedrun tool assistant tool here, and I'm just gonna go here to Nightmare. Actually, no, not all. I'm just gonna copy with Mission 7 Nightmare. All right. Now we open Alien again. Forgive me, Mission 7 is taking me a little longer to showcase at a time. I'm a bit behind the schedule at the moment, which I think is okay. But
that's totally fine.
No, not. I pressed down arrow, which is what I use for my FPS toggle, so the menu didn't work.
No.
I don't even know where it's gonna dump me at now that I hit continue game. Right. Wait. I'm a novice. Okay, load game. Mission save. Mission 7. Okay. Alright, Nightmare mode. Here we go. So Steve should be a lot more sensitive this time. Hopefully we can get the run around in circles this time. I'm gonna do what I realized I could do, which is drop down and then fly back up with cheat engine. I think that'll make this a bit easier to do one more final attempt at it. And then I also don't have to do this vent anymore. You can hear him already thumping around there just from the flashlight out. He's already walking, so that's good. This is more what I'm used to. I'm honestly genuinely convinced, or thoroughly convinced, that Steve just could not get to me, or couldn't see me because I'm a novice. I did not realize it was a Nightmare really glitch. So the more you practice, the more you learn, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Quick safety save. And then we're just gonna crouch. Okay, cheat engine flight, very, very oh, I gotta reset the process because I restarted. Alright, cool, resume. Hey, jump. And where's our event? Here we go. Awesome. So now we're in. Now let's get Steve on us. There he goes. Oh, he event dropped already right here. Come on, Steve. What? I thought I was on the edge there. Ah. It's one of those ones that it's not like a run. It's not like I'm losing any progress, but I'm just bamboozled. Missed the fly. Gotta crouch as well so I get myself stuck in the thing. Okay, there we go. Trying again. Here we go. Right on the edge. That's definitely the one right there, right? No, 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 no. Didn't want to go down there. Well, that's a funny view. I'm just flying right now. I mean, even with Cheat Engine, it's just so funny how much you can manipulate the AI. Oh, come on, Steve! Oh, this is torture. I still had fly active when I died, of all things. Or maybe I pressed it. I didn't know. Safe, right? No. No, no! He screamed! I think we were good, and I messed it up! I am so dedicated to this one now, because it's so goofy. Alright, fortunately I'm getting more used to the Cheat Engine route. Drops in here. Okay, there we go. He sees engaging me. He's like, oh, dang. Turns around. That's what we want. Come up here just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, yes, he sees me. He knows I'm here. That's right. That's right, Mr. Steve. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's so close. Ideally, I can hit him with the revolver here. I get in just the right spot. Come on, Steve. Let me shoot you. Oh, you're letting me down, big man. Oh, I just ran out as soon as I can hit him! Steve, please! Steve! Steve!
No.
Oh, he did it. He started it. He started just a little bit. Come on. Once you know I'm here.
He's just nervous of the GDQ crowd.
He is. I think he's camera shy. I really do. Oh, he started screeching? Come on, you know I'm here. You know, yeah! You know I'm here! You know I'm here! You know I'm here! Come on! Come on, big man! I'm talking to like a dog now, dude. Yes, I know, I know. It's so crazy. Can you just run in circles, please? You're... Everyone wants to see you run in circles. It'll be cool, I promise. Well, you can tell he's angry at least. That's a good start. Come on. I'm out of bullets fully. I need him further away. He vented. Oh, oh! Well, alright, we're on this side now. Can you get to me now? Oh! Apparently he can. All right, I think that is as much as I should mess around with that. I've definitely spent more time than I plotted out on that glitch. Hoping to work a bit better. That's okay. So we're gonna show off now mission 7 here. Now this part can be risky. I need to get back here. I need them to start shooting. Basically, Steve's gonna drop. This time he doesn't care. Notice how we're back here? And he's just taking them all out. Now, you would think we're in extreme danger right here, right? He's gonna start coming for us. You know, one of these times he's gonna know we're here. he's a little busy though. He's a busy Xeno after all. Oh, and he's convinced. Never mind. Sorry. Can't get here now. Can't touch me. Can't touch this. Oh, there's another human. It didn't work all that well. love the humans shooting at the ceiling there. That's fantastic. All the little details of the game really do bring it together. Now, Steve gonna see us, right? Oh, no. All right, big man. Wait, let's go over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, what you can do about it? Watch till this vent closes. Oh, now we're set. So now he's convinced he can't get to me. Now we can actually run in front of him. He won't care. We use this glitch actually in a run in Mission 16 later on. I can show that off. But that is the next part of Mission 7 right there. So I'm now realizing we are in danger, so I need to psycho run. This is the silent running glitch that I showed off in the Mission 3 area. And yeah, what we're going to do is another one called Futon Clip. So this is also a check we're going to use in Mission 18, and we use it in Mission 2 with the spacesuit as well. What the issue is that if you're far enough away from a prompt and you can grab it, sometimes it doesn't do the checks whether you should actually be able to grab the prompt or not. That's what happens here. We're supposed to actually grab that. We only have V1 access tuner, which you can check, I think in the, I believe, yeah, right here in the radio menu. It says V1. There's V1 access tuner, and we need the V2. The upgrade's actually just straight ahead, dead ahead in that corner over there, but we don't need it. Just stand on the futon. Easy. And you can see it's tier 2 because it has 4 symbols now. And there, that's the hack for Mission 7. Now, we do a lure strat in actual runs, so this is only now reverted to like the safe backup strategy. We don't usually use it, but alas, there it is. Funny thing is you grab the hack and you just have to grab the access tune so you don't soft lock in Mission 8 later on, a no CC. But we have CC FPS and cheat engine on our side, so let's just, let's slot through the rest of this mission with our CC FPS. This is just regular Mission 7 here now. There's a couple other tricks with the door as well, because usually you'd have to press the you activate that hack upstairs to grab the door, and then use the Android to actually open it. You can do it with the humans. You can lure the humans and have them open it. We're unsure if that's by design or a glitch or not, but it's a strategy. I figure of all the cool things I could show in Mission 7, one that's used in the run is a little less exciting. So, nonetheless, that's the start of it there. So we're just going to come back nice and safe, psycho running, so we're not making any noise. That's why Steve's not on us, even though he was very active, as you saw just earlier. Put the compressor cylinder in the thing. Not quite sure what it is. Maintenance access panel, perhaps? Wait for the door to open. Grab it. Now we got one last cool clip coming on up here. Once we're out of the elevator. This one is called Ladder Flex, and this one is also not too bad for the casual player, so I want to show you guys how to do it. It's one of those lineups that's just, if you stand in the right spot, you don't, your mouse is kind of locked to exactly the right position. So what we can do is, this is a relatively short ladder, and usually when you grab a ladder, right, you hop on it and you grab it, and then you start climbing up. That's the boring way. That's the normal way to get ladder. We're not about normal. If you get it just right, you can actually grab the top portion of the ladder we usually use to climb back down. So to get the lineup, you want to look at this checker thing right here, and I can have my revolver out so you can kind of see a bit of a crosshair here. It's a bit tricky because it likes to move away. But yeah, kind of right here, the orange thing. Look straight up, and then keep pushing up, rotate right. So you're kind of like at that max, how far you can look. Up, rotate right, and then you're going to be around these pylon-looking things, and you'll get the prompt. Scroll on that prompt, and boom, there it is right there. That's the ladder flex prompt. Nice and easy. And yeah, so again, if we're up here, by the way, these humans are very glitched out. They do their animation, and they're fine. They don't care. You can even shoot at their feet, and they don't care. I mean, they care, but they stop caring pretty fast. But yeah, so if you're up here and you want to go back down, there's a good way to do it. And then ladder flex one more time. Look on this, kind of right in the middle of the square, up and scroll. Don't mind the fact that I just missed it trying to be cool. That's we're not going to talk about that one. Up and scroll. There we go. See, just like that. That was what I. That was what happened every time. And yeah, right up here is the end of Mission 7. I'm going to transfer directly into Mission 8. I'm going to show off the full route for the CCFPS Mission 8 because it's also really cool, kind of like Mission 6. And then after that, Church, I think it's time for the first break of the episode. A little longer than should be because I got carried away in Mission 7, but such is how these always go. All right, so CFPS, you can clip this door, you can do the lever. It's a hard to clip. I think the lever is just the way to go. We never actually grabbed the access upgrade to a hack thing. So I mentioned you soft lock. This is the soft lock you get if you don't grab the upgrade, unless you're in CCFPS. Then it's fine. So this is not cheat engine. This is glitch checking the game by toggling to really low frame rate. And yeah, we're through. So here we are. We're going to start the cutscene from Mission 8. We can skip it as per usual. And this is where it gets funky. So we need to reactivate transit, which is upstairs in the fancy transit room. And then we usually have to come all the way down a vent, around, through, and we ultimately come out this door here. We've got a better way to do it. We're going to come out this door that we're coming in. So an OCC glitch is if you look down at this brace, you actually can call the elevator first and then remove the brace as it's coming. We're not going to pull it off though. We're going to CC FPS into this elevator and then wait till it finishes calling. And this is the cool part. This is the part that can mess up, so I might have to reset here. We're going to press the button once we can and then grab the brace real fast and Q. And boom, and we teleport upstairs. No elevator ride. And the brace is still there, which is important. So we're gonna, oh, I don't have my flares bound because this is a preloaded save. Okay, there we go. So, pull out a flare, we're gonna need it. Gonna activate it right here. Grab this lever. Psycho run, swing to drop the flare. So now the human's being attracted over the flare. Grab this terminal. This is kind of the regular right here. Just gotta press all these buttons a bunch of times. Come here, grab this panel. Human's checking it out. The android should follow the human unless he decides he needs to see me. Okay, and we're gonna line up with this. Do a standing peek clip. Grab the button and then turn around. Remove the brace. Skip the elevator ride again. Now we're back down here. This door's locked. Fortunately, doesn't matter. We're in CCFPS. Turn on my flashlight. It's right next to my flashlight button, funny enough. Okay, let's try it again. It can be a tricky one. There we go. That was really clean. Second try. Second try was really clean. And now we're back down here. Now, usually, you have to deal with some humans here, which is actually pretty easy. The regular tech is if you're here and you shoot at the stairs, humans won't come down just at all. Like, they're up there, but they just don't care. I'm going to turn on no health decrease real fast, and I'll go up there and just show them off. Health access, enable full health. There we go. All right, full health. I'm in nightmare mode, so you can't actually... Oh, don't quit the game. I'm in nightmare mode, so you can't see my health, but sure enough, come up here, and there are humans. And they're scripted. They're violent. They're vicious, right? Nightmare mode, this would be very, very deadly. But you shoot the stairs, and they don't come down. They probably do if you come upstairs. That makes sense. I didn't consider that part. But the CCFBS ride is just clip into the tram doors here. And then it arrives, and we'll just press the button, you know, preemptively. There it goes. And that is not technically the end of Mission 8, but that's the end of CCFPS Mission 8. So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed. I believe it is break time.
Yeah.
But yes.
So during these long showcases and runs, we like to take a break every, hour and a half, just so everybody can stretch their legs, get some water, that kind of stuff. So we'll take a few-minute break here. Before we go to the break, I do just want to remind everybody, if you want to follow what Game Design Quick is up to, you can use exclamation links in Twitch chat for all the things that GDQ does. As well, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bitch cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel do help support Games Done Quick, both with hotfix and with the AGDQ 2023 costs. So if you like any of the content, if you like watching these glitch breakdowns, if you liked watching Awfully Silly before or any of our other daily content, it does really help us. So please do consider subscribing or anything like that. With that said, we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with more Alien Isolation.
Heck yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. That's Never Happened Before, and we are here with Alien Isolation, being shown off by JX. How are you doing after that break?
Oh, very relieved. I continue the theme of my SGDQ 2020 run by having way too much water, so it was a much-needed break, to say the least. But yeah, it is time for Mission 10. Now, Mission 10 is a really fun one. I've got a lot of cool glitches to show off in the Rens, and then at the end of the stream, if we have time glitches, is time for the big debut of the glitch I teased at that my friends and I have been working on that should save a minute and a half over an OCC. Nonetheless, that's Mission 10, but we get back to it later. more on that later. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up, though. So, load game. Oh, I made an oopsie. There we go. We should load... Let's see here. It should be old save, old save. Trying to figure my timestamps. Looks like that's the old one. Okay. So the reason I want to load a save is there's a big first section of mission here where you grab the flamethrower. It's like 2-3 minutes or something to run, and we don't need any of it. Go through the tram, and this is where it pops you out. So that's why that's important. Now, Steve is active here, right? If you're doing a early run, it's very important to keep in mind that he is active here. So we're going to cycle one. We're going to play it safe. Now, fortunately, we have a spot we can trap it, and that's what we're going to do. Got to run a little bit to get up to it. That's what we're going to do. So do the cycle run right. This is the same trick as mission 3. We're holding forward, strafing right, sprinting, and toggling crouch about 2 times per second. And it resets our animation in an animation that has half the footsteps. And yeah, we're gonna grab some revolver ammo on that. Usual run tech, probably don't need it for here, but I've been using a lot of revolver anyway, so maybe. You actually are good to run. Your Steve is no longer active for now, but he will be when we get down to this terminal, and I'll show you what goes on. Actually, could have been quite sooner, but... Or sorry, could have been a lot sooner, but it's alright. Alright, so what happens is that... You know what? I shouldn't have said anything. I have no idea how this game works. I played it once, thought it was cool, and decided to try to do runs. Usually when you activate this terminal, that's what teleports them to the updates. I'm not quite sure what happened there. That was a little bit weird. We're just gonna cycle run. That's good. Alright, so regular route. We come through here, and we want to turn off these... I think they're relays, like electrical relays, I'm not sure. We gotta get the one all the way upstairs first. You see, I'm a little out of practice, as you see, they're a little, my lines are a little rusty. Now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna make a noisemaker real fast. We're just gonna set it down here. Alright, we're gonna get him nice and No, you stinker. That's not supposed to happen. He saw me. He wasn't supposed to. Okay, we'll try a flare this time. How about? We'll check out a flare, right? He's in that vent right there. Come on. I know you are incredibly enthused to see what's going on at that flare. Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah! Hey, guess what, big man? Can't get to me now. What you gonna do? Android's even gotta come check out. He's very curious about this flare. That's right, Mr. Steve. You know I'm here, and you can't do anything. So this is cool, because now we're totally safe to just do the rest of Mission 10. You know, no problem. He can't get to me. He's got no vents. He's got no issues whatsoever. That is supposed to happen. That's all part of the prank. Okay, so maybe not, but we have another way. There is another. Think of that Yoda meme. Have you guys seen the Yoda meme? It's a good meme. It's a high quality meme. There is another. I just had to show off that one first. It's a false sense of security, truly. Once we're done with the tram. I always forget just how long the trams are. I didn't pace my dialogue quite right there. So we're gonna be quiet up here at the start. He can definitely get us here at the start. But we've got a cool trick. So this is a glitch in Mission 3. I didn't show off. But what happens is that some of these doors have these emergency override buttons that give you a nice false sense of security. Now, what's really cool about them is that they have a state for locked, and it just so happens to conflict with scripted states for locked. So, if we press this, and then if you guys ever played this casual game, you walked in that room at the start of Mission 10, it explodes, right? It's scary, usually a cheeky jump scare. Now, what happens if you combine the two? So we're gonna lock the door with the emergency override. Now we're gonna run into here. It's gonna be loud. And so usually you'd have to activate the fire suppression system to open that door, but it was locked, and we toggled it, we double locked it, so now it's not locked at all. Check this out. Boom, open door. So we set up Boom Room, and the door is open. What does this mean? Well, because of Boom Room and the whole objective where we're supposed to activate the fire suppression system and all that, and we have this android being a pain. Steve is actually set to inactive during the time between when you set off Boom Room and when you have not pressed the thing yet. So Steve is actually completely locked down. Steve is now no longer a threat. That's pretty cool, right? So now we genuinely, like, whatever we do, you'll hear him thump around upstairs. He's supposed to still be present, but he's not alive. His dropping animation is fully disabled. He cannot get to us here. Now, there will be an exception to that. Once we update an objective, it will override that objective later on, but we have a ways to go before that happens. Which is perfect, because I can show off another really fun glitch in the meantime.
So is this one part of the speedrun?
This one used to be a good no major glitches tech, because no major glitches you're not allowed to silent run, so this part is actually really pretty difficult in no major glitches.
Okay.
For a while after that was discovered, people could set off Steve so you didn't have to flame Steve, which not only saved flamethrower fuel, but also just alleviated the risk of getting toppled by him. It did recently get banned from no major glitches runs, and so now we no longer use it. But I will tease, we will use it on the glitch my friends and I have been working on in its current state. So, yes and no is really the answer. Historically, yes. Currently, no. In the future, possibly.
All right.
So, we're going to grab the thing like later. We can't trap Steve now because it's going to be... We boom roomed him. He can't get here anyway. But, before I do the second relay, I want to show you something really... I mean, this is a horror game, right? It's supposed to have scary things in the game. I'm going to show you guys the scariest thing. You got to listen closely. It's scary according to Ripley. Down here during the secret hallways, all the way at the end of the hallway. Oh, of course I didn't do it. Just you gotta listen if you're wondering what I'm talking. Sometimes it doesn't quite activate. It's just it's a scary door, dude. Like, it's you gotta be careful around this bad boy. It's terrifying. And yes, this always happens. I didn't do anything to set this up. This just always happens in the game. You stand here, and sometimes you move around, sometimes you look. I don't know exactly what causes it. My guess is it's like right at the edge of a level seam. And Ripley is scripted to scream like this when she falls, usually. So my best guess is that you're at a seam and somehow moving, it's just kind of dancing between seams, and there's like a micro fall or something. Because this is a very big zone, so they gotta kind of patch sections together, right? It's so big. Let me show it to you. So this section right here, it seems like it's really far and out of the way. If we break this lever off, this is actually right here at the entry. So it's a large zone that has multiple parts, right? There's the mission 3 part and the mission 10 part, and they're kind of disconnected, but sure enough, it's a big zone, just all interconnected. But anyway, I think you do appreciate Scary Door. That one is one you can try yourself in a casual playthrough, especially if you do Boom Room Steve, which is also really easy to do for the casual player in your casual playthrough. So give that a shot if this mission's been giving, or this part of this mission's been giving you some trouble. See, there's another override there as well. Like, they are prolific here. Finally, the third relay. Get this door. Now, this will be about the spot C will be active again, and we're going to do a couple more things. So we have a plant clip showing up. I mentioned plant clips. I never actually showed them off until now. So there's another way to get these braces. I mentioned I showed the one in mission 3/mission 4 area where you can reach through and grab it. This door is a different shape. It doesn't work the same way, but we have a different way we can get it. I'm going to take a flare here. Actually, I should grab something that doesn't go. We're going to line up at the very edge of this door. So I'm going to hold across the door, then just move sideways until I stop. I hit the geometry right here. Hold sideways until I stop. Then I don't have a cross. Oh, I do now. I have a cross. You can see this line right here. You want to be at this line, like kind of at the same angle as these bolts. And then you're going to hold R and then just start scrolling. So I guess I did do a plank clip, but I didn't explain it. We did it a rising plank of mission 8. This one doesn't have any rising. This one's pretty easy. Hold R and start scrolling. If you have scroll set to the U's, like I mentioned, we set up in a config earlier on. So down, and scroll. We set it up by accident. That's not always supposed to happen, but it happens sometimes. And now we're on the other side. After a bright, grandiose flash of white light, here we are. Now, I'm going to do 2 more things to set up for the next glitch. We do have to be careful what Steve should be active about now. I'm going to do up E, down E, but I'm not done on this yet. I'm just saving it for later. Andrew, I need to check it. Really? You're not supposed to do that. That's rude. All right, anyway, I'm going to go break the cover off this brace to set up for the next glitch as well. Actually, Android's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't he? Oh, he can't get in there, can he? Yes, he can. No, that's right. Yeah, so this is an example of the seams in the level as well, where the Android can't go any further than this zone right here. Because you're not supposed to get past that brace until you go all the way around to the server room section.
Okay.
Which is this part right up here. So anyway, we're going to come all the way through here. And then I could go a long way around, or I could just CC FPS. I don't want to get that tuner yet, though. That actually advances the progression. We don't want that yet. This glitch is a fun one. This is one... So the first half of this glitch was found by my buddy Cliffs. The second half of it, I was messing with his glitch and realized you could do this. So it's kind of mine, but it doesn't have any good use yet. So, okay, we got our save point. Steve, we went to server room, so Steve can be active now as well. This door is kind of funny. So it's a glitch in of itself. This Android is going to be a problem now. It's not part of the plan. We're novice, yeah, okay. Okay. Hoping it didn't activate. Oh, he's right there. Not ready for you! The showcase has that later, Mr. Steve. Alright, good thing I'm a novice. He toppled me. I missed my first burst, so it was kind of weird there. Okay, not part of the plan. So that droid's gonna be a bit of a pain to show off this glitch. But what we can do is the locker. If you're in the locker and you press either Q or E in the locker, it'll make you exit the locker. Space, however, is fine. If you're in the terminal and it has to be a specific type of terminal with an entry that does something, with the exception of the one in Mission 6, if you use the entry that does something, it'll kick you out of the terminal. So check this out. Hopefully I get it first try. I grab the locker, and it's also hold to hide in the locker, but just press for the terminal. We can combine these. I missed it! Dang, I was gonna be so cool doing the first try. Takes a few tries, so it was a little tricky. Locker. So as I'm holding E, I'm flicking the camera around and I'm scrolling at the terminal here. Oh, come on. That one was definitely it. Takes a bit of warm-up. Then we'll get it like 4 times in a row, then I'll miss it like 12. Okay, 5th time's the charm. There it is! So we can even actually see through the edges there that the terminal's active. So I'm gonna go down, space, into the column, and then this one kicks us out.
Ricardo, reception.
Notice how I still have the motion tracker. 2 motion trackers, actually, like I'm in the locker. Oh no, I can't press radio menu. That'll teleport me back out. So I can't prove I can't do the radio menu. But, yeah, so this is an interesting state. So, according to the game, we're actually still in here. But we can walk around. So what does this mean? This means exactly what you think it means. See Steve here? Hey, buddy! How you doing? Here. Does that help? You notice me now? Notice me, senpai? What's going on? We're going on an adventure? I hope so. Here, I'll make some noise. Maybe you can find me if I make some noise. Does that help? Oh, no, okay, goodbye. I see how it is. We'll just have to maybe make some extra noise, you know? Just really step around. He doesn't care. Here, let's break the security camera away. I hate those things. Actually, I missed it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we're in the locker, and doesn't matter. Now what? Check what happens if I press Q. Teleport out of the locker. That's pretty fun. Now I'm gonna load the save because there's another cool thing we can do. So that was Cliff's part. That was Cliff's glitch right there. He found messing with CCFPS ways to make the reactor, or sorry, make the whatever you call it part faster. Can't think straight. This door will always do the weird glitch, by the way. Because kill people the wrong way. You're supposed to come in this door and around the other way, but alas. Looks like our Android's a different spot too. That helps. Okay, here we go. Gonna get it first try this time. Never mind. I lied. I was just bluffing. Okay. Locker. There we go. Okay, second. See, there we go. We get better. Down, space.
Ricardo.
Here we are again. Okay, so now you saw I popped this off and I said we're preparing this. Check this out. If I scroll, it takes a little before we actually teleport back. So we have a split second of prompt while we teleport. So if I scroll on this, right, basically sending a bunch of inputs really fast. Now we're set to, now we're inside of the brace, even though we're not on it. So that's pretty cool, right? So look at that. I can actually use this. I can press A. And the brace is just going to take itself off the door. Well, maybe. Oh, I pressed D. Don't mind me just getting confused there for a second. And yeah, so it actually soft selects the door. You can't get through it, but there's a really cool thing you can do with this. That's why I said, like, this will take me a couple tries. We have to come back through it to show off all the full extent of the glitch.
This is a fantastic glitch, though.
Isn't it? It's so fun. So the reason this is really cool is no CC, right, is pretty fun, but there's not a lot of out of bounds. There's not much you can do in terms of getting out of the level. So when I was messing with this, I was really excited. See, the first try, it's just that easy. I was really excited because I was under the impression that it meant there was potential for no CC out of bounds. And there is. We can get out of bounds, and that's what I'm going to show you next, if I get the lineup just right. So we're in the same thing. It is important to note that while we're in this state, Steve can get us. We are no longer secondarily in the locker. We are locker. We have no weapons either. Got to be safe. So what happens instead of... Oh no, Steve, don't do it. It's like I'm playing Dead by Daylight all over again. There we go. That's what I needed. So here, I'm silent walking here to show this off. Now, if instead of breaking up, I press Q, it'll do something similar. Tell me we're back to the locker. Now, check this out. If I press Q here, the locker is unloaded, so we can't do it. We're just going to slowly inch our way closer, and this is roughly the lineup we need. I'm just pressing W and Q, just a little slowly but surely. It'll teleport us in the direction of the locker, or sorry, the door, not the locker. But it only does it for as long as the actual animation takes. Boom, right there. Actually, I'm not sure why I'm moving around. I have never seen it do this before. That's weird.
That's wild.
Well, anyway, here's our out of bounds. This is where I wanted to end up. Oh. Yeah, there we go. So now we're crouched. Now we're basically inside of this room, but under it. I think we can fall off the edge. No, we can't. I thought there was somewhere we could fall off the edge of the world, but I'm not sure where that is. But yeah, sure enough, no CC out of bounds. If that's not cool, I don't know what is.
Is there...
Oh, I thought there was a way to fall out of bounds. Maybe not.
Is there a way to get back inbounds, or are you just stuck out of bounds?
Reload your save.
Okay.
If you do fall out of bounds, it will put you in the last known inbound spot. That's why I thought there was a place to fall out here, but I think I was wrong about that. But yeah, nonetheless, it's kind of a cool spot. There's an Apollo log here, so if you're doing 100%, you need to get all these for 100%. I was really, really hopeful when I first found this that you could climb under this and grab the log prematurely, so you would skip the backtrack. Unfortunately, as you can see, I am stuck here, so can't grab it, but it's still really cool. It's still one of my favorites to show off. Okay, anyway, now that we did that, I'm going to finish out Mission 10 because we got a few more things to show off in Gemini and then one in KG-348. We're just basically going to do most all of Mission 10. That's why I'm really excited for this mission. There's just a lot to show off. So, going back through... Actually, wait, I can just go this way. So now we're just going to try to finish the mission normally. Oh, going to run this way. I will use some CCFPS stuff just to speed things up. Just because I don't need to be fast. Or sorry, just because I don't need to do it, to any specific glitch check. So we're going to grab this hack as we would just for a normal run. That's all force of habit. I'm doing force of habit mode now. And I am pretty sure that we can just CCFPS out of this. Yeah, I believe that is right. We'll see if it crashes or something. Again, I'm very new to CCFPS. There's a lot of things I don't know. Door is broken as usual. If we open it the way we're supposed to, which is using the terminal prompt in there that I was using to break the locker, then it doesn't. It's weird because it's supposed to be locked, but it will open it to text from the other side. That's how that glitch works, by the way. I forgot to explain that. We're just gonna exit the normal way. I am pretty sure. Oh, I forgot the lockdown extends back here too. Yes, right. I think we have to wait here. Yeah, we have to wait here. Okay. I was trying to remember. I know a little bit of CCFPS, but not quite as much as I'd like to admit. But it's weird because usually this part's all intense, and Steve's not here. He's checking out the other area downstairs. We're good. We're vibing.
Just waiting, you know, very casual, calm.
Exactly. Then we're good to go. Interesting. I didn't realize the humans took time to get in position. That's actually kind of cool. But here we go. Now, this is Gemini elevator right here, so this is how we get up to Gemini. I called that out for a reason. Just keep that in mind. If you're sticking it with us the whole time, keep that in mind. It's an important one right there. All right, now we're in Gemini. So now I'm going to show off the no CC route. Most of it, actually. So usually you'd run all the way back down and grab the gas torch. Since we have CCFPS, we don't need to. Remember that brace clip? Oh, I missed it. I was going to just fly straight through it. Yeah, it's good. That's all we need. So that's all Gemini. Because here's the exit to it right here. Our KJ348. Now, again, usually you have to grab the torch because there's the torch panel at the upcoming door right here. So if you do that, no CC, you would soft lock. Or, yeah, I guess you have to backtrack and grab it. But since we are in CCFPS, it doesn't matter this time around. And you'll see which door because I'll have to click through it. CCFPS / cheat engine, I should say. In case there's the door I can't clip. So it's this one just right up here. So it's going to say, invalid. You can't use that. Haha. Pranks on you. Filthy pranked. Yeah, so, you know. CCFP is really fun the way. You can break a lot of rules with CCFPS. Alright, gonna cycle run regularly. I don't see Steve active yet. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run over here, and I'm gonna just grab the nice first safety save I can get to, which is all the way around the corner. I might as well activate the first portion of Mission 10 as well, for what it's worth. Grab this lever. Safety save is behind me. Grab this bad boy. Hit the save. I hope I don't need it, but alas, here we are. So, right, this is a mission where Steve is usually a threat, but we got these floor vents everywhere. So let's just, you know, let's get him down here with us. He's upstairs still, I think. Oh, no, he is. Oh, I missed the timing. Nope, we got it, I think. I missed the timing because I thought he was. I didn't realize I thought he was closer. That was on me. That's okay. We can try it again. That's why I made the safety save. It's actually not too hard to get. It's just stinky. There he is, and now. Perfect. Not perfect. Okay. I think I was early. Here I was like, man, this glitch is so easy because I got it accidentally. I first learned about it by getting it accidentally. And now we're having troubles. Naturally. It's because we're on a showcase. And you know how it is.
That's how it is, yeah.
It's always how it is. Right, he's coming.
The game knows what channel you're streaming on.
Oh my gosh. I missed it again. Oh, one of these times. This is not supposed to be this tricky, I promise. It's supposed to be a nice easy one to breeze by. That's okay. Come on, Mr. Steve. Oh, slow. Don't need to slow to my FPS. Yeah, I vaguely remember the timing being much more consistent. Okay, that's it. What? I am officially not sure what I'm doing wrong here. I'm not gonna lie. What I'm trying to get, though, is it's a state called Undead Amanda, which is where Steve kills you, but he doesn't.
Okay.
You know, I'm just gonna go to a different bed. Why not? Where Steve kills you, but he doesn't. And I got it in a run accidentally, for crying out loud. And yeah, the idea is if you crawl out while he's killing you. I still missed it. I still missed it. Come on. I don't even know what I'm doing at this rate. It's funny because you don't use it in runs usually, because no CC you don't usually need it.
Yeah.
No major glitches is disallowed, so it's one of those ones that's cool, but you know it's hard to be good at. Okay, he's close.
Yeah, because it doesn't really have a practical use in runs.
Okay, it's an easy timing, I swear. So I must be going too late. Yeah, the only run where it makes the most sense is disallowed. So, exactly, yeah. I haven't tried, I guess, maybe it's specific to the event you get, too. I'm not fully sure if that's the case, but maybe. No, you weren't. And that time I was too late, or too early.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try a different vent. I'm gonna try a different vent. I'm convinced it's the fault of my vent. Let's try this vent, which I'd use in the run. So this is the one I accidentally got it on in a run. He drops. Be good to open this. Oh, I missed it! I didn't even see Steve one time. Oh, dude, this is not frustrating, but like I'm just bamboozled. I'm missing this like crazy now. This is another one that I assumed. I guess I probably should have need not talk about FPS. Because I probably should have practiced a little bit more. Yeah, he crawled up again. I was too early. Oh, dude.
Is this
Okay? I'm running out of attempts.
is this another one that would be like frame locked or something?
It shouldn't be.
Oh.
Because I usually cap it. So I got it in a run by accident. I capped that run at 200 frames, which I was running at right now.
Yeah.
So the only excuse I have for missing it is getting confused.
And that's a valid reason, to be perfectly honest.
I was way too early that time. It's not my flamethrower. Oh my gosh. It's all of a sudden the pressure of getting to the showing off all the glitches and time.
Yeah, no, for sure, I understand.
I'll try this one. No, I'll do. We'll go through. This is a slower way to do it. Okay. This one. How about this is the magic vent right here. So he dropped. Gosh, diggity dang it, bro!
Oh.
I swear, I got this glitch axe like just non-stop one time. So admittedly, I'm genuinely confused where I'm going wrong here. Because I wrote this one down as, this is not a hard glitch. This should take like a minute.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason I came all the way up here to KG348 was for this singular glitch. Yeah, I'm gonna use a flamethrower as potential backup, because we're a novice. Wait. I had the prompt there for a second. It might be after I start dying. Maybe I did have the timing much more wrong than I thought. I'm almost wondering now if it's a novice difficulty issue as opposed to a skill issue. Okay, I'm gonna try to get it as he's grabbing me, maybe. No. I will eventually have to move on and show off more glitches that I actually know how to get, but gosh.
You were saying earlier you're a nightmare runner, right? So.
Yeah, I usually am. And so a lot of these glitches are a lot easier to show off in Novice.
Right.
Which is a large portion of the inspiration for setting up all the Novice saves. As well as just more loot and kind of everything to mess around with.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully that's not the issue, but...
Oh my gosh, Steve, you stinker! Oh, okay, there's only 2 more tries I've got time to do on this one. Hero was like, yeah, this is a really easy one you can do in your casual playthrough. This is tricky, but... Man, I am officially unsure. I'm starting to wonder if it is, because Steve does have a different, like, action set, depending on your difficulty.
Oh, okay, kind of like a...
Oh, did I get it? Oh, no. I am wondering if it's a nightmare-only glitch. So I'm gonna have to come back to that one and try it more. Which means it's time for Mission 11. Alright, I apologize. I'm a little sad I didn't get to show off Undead Amanda quite how I wanted to. That's the setup for it, though, is you climb out of that while Steve is killing you. And... then you profit. What happens is Steve gets stuck thinking you're dead. That specific alien, though. If there's more, the other ones can still get you. Funny enough.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, that's alright otherwise. We're gonna head through here, Mission 11. Don't need to do too much. We're just gonna CC FPS through some of this. Maybe. There it goes. So faster than using the torch, that's for sure. And I have the torch. By the way, it's another torch that I wouldn't usually have. I have it this time because I did, because I loaded the save that did do this normally as you're supposed to. But if I did finish out the mission 10, I wouldn't have that plasma torch again. So that's important thing to know. There's multiple ways you can soft lock if you never grabbed it. We're gonna run through here. Usually you have, it's a random spawn of either, I think, 2 humans or 1 or 2 androids. Or everything at once, which is really rare. That's really cool. Nice. You don't usually want to, what you really don't want is just humans. Humans and androids is risky but doable. What you really don't want, what you really do want is just nothing at all. It can be nothing, everything, or anything in between. But we're gonna show up another one of the glitches. This is another one of my favorite glitches. This is another one that's very doable for the casual player. It doesn't require changing your binds or anything. It has to do with our friend the stun baton. It just so happens the stun baton is one of the strongest weapons in the game. It one-shots humans, it's totally silent, and... oh, until I miss it. It goes through walls!
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, the ranged stun baton glitch is if you... I do the human, but it would kill me. Actually, I could show it off on him. The civilian. So yeah, if you hold it out, click, and then press peek right away, it'll do the ranged attack. Now, it's gonna kick me out because I killed a civilian. It counts as a death if you kill a civilian, even though the droids are actively killing them. So interesting mechanic. But I want to show it one more time because it's one of my favorites. And I've been running a bunch of glitches, so I haven't been able to do it because it's banned a bunch of glitches. Probably understandably so, but it is so satisfying to run up to this one-killing guard with your stun baton if you have an extra charge, and just... not too close. Goodbye, Chief. And then, yeah, so and I'm just going to CC FPS out of Mission 11. That's literally the only thing interesting about Mission 11. I guess other than the fact this is the mission used for no CC. Or sorry, my mistake. This is the mission used for CC only, because we come through and grab the shotgun usually. So we need to clip through this, which you usually do using the CC only race car technique. But I'm a CC FPS gamer. I will show you the race car technique. I meant to mention it earlier and I forgot. So yeah, usually you'll come clip through these boxes, And the race car technique is you need really, really long, fast scrolls. If you remember, because you bind the scroll wheel to crouch in CC only, crouch clipping only. And so race car technique is you take your mouse and you flip it. And then you set it on your desk, which I'm going to use my notebook for now because my desk is too low to show off. You set it on the desk and you race it. It's thoroughly amusing. As much as the category drives you crazy, and as much of a poorly optimized trick race car technique feels like it is, it's thoroughly satisfying. The reason we use that, again, this is kind of the reverse of what CC only would do, but you're through that door, so you're running up this way through that door, because right down here is transit. So we can get ourselves out of Mission 11 right away, which is perfect. Check my notes real fast. Yeah. Oh, I actually forgot to note. We need to go to... Forgive me, I'm having a smooth brain moment. I'm not used to ending Mission 11 this way. This one. And yeah, that's the fast way to do Mission 11. Nice and satisfying. I'm actually not 100% certain if our objective updates properly or not. If it doesn't, I'll just load in the Steve save Mission 12. We're gonna find out together. And I forgot, we're in CCFPS, so we can clip this door. And we wait for the tram to show up. Now, Mission 12 is cool. Mission 12 has another one of Cliff's, well, actually, there's a couple of cool things coming up here in Mission 12. Yeah, so the tram is a little bit,
Takes a little while.
A little bit impatient. Yeah, well, it's slow, too, yeah.
So...
Oh, there, Simon.
Are these glitches PC only, or are some of these doable on console?
Most of them are, yeah. The technology, like the game engine works such that they would be supported in console. The problem is the absence of keyboard and mouse. So like range summaton should be doable in console. Cycle running is possible in console, but it requires just absolutely magic thumbs.
Okay.
Give me a sec, gotta scroll down here. But other ones like CC FPS toggling, you can't really FPS toggle on console.
Yeah.
And a lot of them that I mentioned that require grabbing stuff via scrolling are also very improbable on console because console is frame locked at 30 FPS. And that's important for a glitch I'm gonna show off later. But alright, here we're in Mission 12. This is, you'll recognize this area. This is the same area that we did Mission 5. Again, this game reuses areas, which I find really cool, but that's an important detail. So this is the same area as Mission 5 and Mission 7, Mission 12, of course, and we used the start of this for Mission 15 to connect into Mission 6 as well, which you also saw in the CCFPS feature of Mission 6 earlier on. So, it's cool they reuse the areas. It can get a little confusing when learning the game, though, because it's like, I swear, it's those feelings of deja vu, you know? So that's actually exactly where we finish out Mission 7, if you recognize this. I can even show you where we do ladder flex. Right here, ladder flex. Now, this is not the way we go for Mission 12. We need to get into this door. I'm going to show you a cool little clip you can do. If you reach over the edge of this and you scroll, you can skip over the edge. Doesn't really matter. The code's on the first page for the key code, but since we're cool, we have CCFPS. We don't need that code. Almost all the doors are suggestions. Actually, got myself a bit of upward velocity. You saw it was kind of floating around, which is pretty cool. So another glitch, this one is very doable for the casual player. It doesn't require changing your input binds or anything like that. Tiny speedrunner tech. Not going to be actually game breaking, but it saves a second on an actual run. It is called Super Amanda. And what it is that we have an animation where we climb out of an elevator, coming up here. And then there's events up top as well. If you get Super Amanda, you will break your camera, kind of like you saw in Zipper Clip in Mission 4. And there's a couple other places where you get a similar kind of camera break. And it allows you to grab the entrance to the vent while you're still doing the animation out of the elevator. Pretty swag. It saves, again, like a second, but you can skip a crawl animation. So to get it, when you're in this elevator, you can be crouched or standing. I find it a lot easier while crouched, so I like to crouch. Look down, so you're basically looking up as high as you can. Scoot forward just a bit, so you're kind of at the vent, and then press E twice. And then you can see we have it because we have free camera, and then prompt is right there. Just like that. Nice and easy. All you do is you look in the right spot and press E twice.
Oh, wow.
That one's not going to be super, game-changing if you try it, but it's satisfying to get. It's like, wow, look at me. I'm like, I could speedrun now. Like, that's the only prerequisite right there. Now, let me see here. I thought I had... Forgive me, I got to check these notes real fast. Yes, okay, so I got to go to main menu here. I got to load in some new saves. I thought my routing plan for Mission 12 was a little funny. Okay, so hopefully this works without restarting the game this time. We're going to find out. Okay, 2018 on our saves. That should be good. And then I need to load the newer save. Okay, so I know what we're doing now. Nope, 2022. For some reason, my game is just not having it with loading in while the game's open right now. Sometimes you can. Usually you can. But today, it's an exception. I'm convinced the only solution now is restarting my computer at this rate. So, as we wait for the loading screen, this usually takes longer too. What speedrunners do is there's files, the actual video files to play, like the AMD 20th Century Fox. You can delete those, and it just doesn't load them.
Okay.
Because the game's not loading while it's playing those. It just plays them.
Okay.
And then it starts loading the game. So you can skip that. So it's not too bad to reset, which is good because I close this game a lot when I lose a lot of runs. But yeah, here we go. Load game. Yeah, an hour in 2018. So we need the 11:45 save. So this is a really cool strat. I love this one. If you recall, I mentioned it uses the same zone as Mission 7. I even showed you the same ladder we ladder flexed on. If you're doing 100%, this is a 100% strat. This is what is used mostly. There is a mystery tram here. Or not a mystery tram. It's a tram you usually ride. It's a main route tram. Right here. And this tram is weird. It's really thin. So usually when you can press on this button, if you accidentally you can actually lose a run this way. If you make this mistake of scrolling this button, you press it twice. Because it doesn't have an animation, it just presses. So if you press it twice, you will fall through the tram down there, which is out of bounds, and you're just mostly stuck unless you're in exactly the right spot. Now you can see we can't use the button yet. That's because usually you do Samuel's room, and this only activated after you do Samuel's. But we're cool. There's another trick we can do to do the break, so we can use this save before Samuel's because I'm not actually running 100%, and I want to show off yet another glitch. So if we take out our flamethrower, and you run at this, and you just text a few tries. There we go. Hold peak as we fall and get right on this railing. There we go. We're going to drop down. It has to be on one of these higher beams, if you can see. There's a bunch of them all across. So we're going to drop on this, and then you can kind of walk on these side things. So we're going to hug the side things, run all the way across here. Now, again, this is 100%. I showed that Apollo log in Mission 10. There's another one in Mission 7, and this is actually the route that they use to backtrack and come to it. Now we need to follow in this vent. This is really tricky. If you remember kind of was doing Mission 7 trying to get Steve to be funky, you got to be right on the lip of this, otherwise you get yourself stuck out of bounds and we'll have to reset. So I'm going to hug this wall as close as I can and hold peak. Guys, I got it. Perfect. I did not expect that to get that first try. We're going to run this way. If you fall all the way further, you fall like another meter down, and then you get stuck on the geometry top of the roof. The only thing you can do is walk fully out of bounds, which puts you back inbounds. But we're going to come down here. You might not recognize this area, right? This is the Mission 7 area we were in earlier. Come across the roof here. Run a little bit to the right and around. Oh, not get stuck, hopefully. There we go. This is the same... Oh, no! No! I fell on this side! I messed up. Okay, we got to reset anyway. No. I messed up. So here's how you fall out of bounds. It sets you to the last known inbounds place, which we can use to get back here. So we can try it again. Of all the places to mess up, I did not think it'd be right there. Okay, here we go again. Yes! Got it again. Nice! Around the edge here. And then down this ladder, it'll pop us off, which is good because the geometry isn't blocky anymore. Because Alien's cool, but a lot of out of bounds are pretty hard because you can't jump. Okay, so trying this again. So yeah, you probably recognize this area. This is the Mission 7 area for the warehouse. We're gonna walk up to here, crouch, then walk this way and hug this wall. Right there. Now, there it is! There's the log. Now the way the logs work is saved in a different save file. So when you're doing 100%, you get that, and you actually load save. So that's what we're gonna do. Now we're gonna load previous save. I'm gonna show off Samuel's skip. So I mentioned the Samuel's room. We did that before Samuel's, and usually you do it afterward. If you're running CC FPS and not doing 100%, you can actually just skip them all together. I'm gonna show you got a noise maker ready. Yeah, we bind that bad boy to 3. Okay. So usually you do a sequence here. We got CC FPS, no problemo. Open door is a ruse, by the way. Doesn't actually open it, just shows that it's broken. Now we come through here, we got a regular Samuel's cutscene. We're about to enter droid room. So we got the really cool glitch for Samuel's skip. I wanted to talk about droid room a little bit as well. I don't think it counts as a glitch, but it's really cool tech. Again, casual players can do it. The casual player can do it. It's basically there's a big droid fight. Again, if you play this game, you probably know the droid fight all too well. It gives you a bunch of loot. Droids pounding on the door for a while, and eventually they break through. You have to fight them, find which one has the key card to get out of the room. Funny enough, we know which one has the key card. It's actually always this guy, the far left corner here. This guy always has the key card. Now, we actually gotta start the droids, so regular route would be to press this button here. One of them gets happy. Sorry, none of them do. You see the door opens. One gets happy over here. When you get to this line and all of them activate, check out the shotgun. Headshot, one shot. Even on Nightmare, that's enough to kill. Just press him. You pass these droids here, and we have the key card. So we're gonna open this up. Now, this is where Samuel's skip starts. This is where regular run stops, Samuel's skip starts. Open that door. That door closes, so they're kind of funky. To make him go a little bit faster, what we can do is do a save load. I already have all the loot we need because this is a Steve save. The speedrun practice save, I should be more specific. But we can save load, makes this door a bit faster. It still takes a little bit of time though. But yeah, now we just have to sit and wait a little bit. They're gonna sit there pounding at the door. We just get a vibe for a minute. I'll make sure that noisemaker's out. Funny enough, as long as it feels like this takes, if you are running CC only or CC FPS, this is still, excuse me, minutes faster than doing Samuel's. Going all the way upstairs to Samuel's takes absolutely ages.
Okay.
And then the actual big Samuel's cutscene takes a while, then you gotta work your way back downstairs, and yeah, this is a huge thing. I think it's, gosh, rough estimation says 5 minutes or so. Even though we're just sitting here staring, waiting for the door to open.
That's a wild amount of time.
It is. It's such a bummer it doesn't work in no CC though, because you need to be able to clip into the tram doors.
Yeah.
You saw me doing that a couple times. Unfortunately, no CC doesn't feature that, so right now it's pending. Perhaps there's a zipper clip potential. But, finally I opened it. All right, come here, friends. So we're gonna kind of lure them out a little bit, and they'll kind of lose interest in me once we're out in this room. No problem. They will see the noisemaker. We want to make sure as soon as we place the noisemaker, they don't have any reason to see us though. We need to just chill here. Get the shotgun ready. I'm gonna reload it. And there's again like 7 droids you have to worry about. Only one of them. Well, they'll come this way, but one of them will come first. That's the only guy we need to worry about because the other ones don't attack us. Because they get kind of weird out here. So there he goes. He's gonna stand there. Now if we kill him right in front of the tram door. Oh, I missed the headshot. That actually might have messed up the skip. Yeesh. Let's find out. Did we get it? Oh, we still got it. Nice. Okay, I was a little worried. For whatever reason, if any enemy dies in front of the tram, it activates the prompt at the back of the tram.
Interesting.
Without even calling the tram. It just lets you get to. I have no idea how this works, but it's one of Cliff's glitches, and it's really cool.
That's really interesting.
So it's just that huge skip. Yeah, isn't it? I don't know. All right, so now we're in Mission 13. Now, Mission 13 is pretty cool because there's a very significant no CC glitch, right? I mentioned different categories of deck, so this is independent of CC FPS. This is, my main category, so special me. There's a really tricky clip that combines 2 different glitches. First, camera break, and then also discovered by Cliffs. He's kind of our resident glitch god, as well as then the actual save clip itself, which we can hit because of the camera break. And I believe Infomaster is responsible for the save clip. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, Alien Community. My glitch etymology is a little bit off. We got another glitch here as well, that's why I decided to pause here. Usually you have to place your weapons and then walk through here, and then the game will say, oh hey, you don't have your weapons. Or if we walk through right away, it gets mad at me like, hey, you haven't placed your weapons, you can't go through, the door's not gonna open. We can do a cool trick. If we walk through and then press from here, it pulls us back through. The weapons are instantly despawned from inventory when we do it that way, and so now all of a sudden this is open. We can get through and the door's open and we're good to go. So I'm going to pre-crouch here. So usually you do this, just the key code's right here, do the key code. I don't want to wait for Ricardo, so we're going to CCFPS it. This is not the clip I'm talking about. This is just, I'm impatient. That's the only reason we have that glitch. We got a few hacks to get here. I could cheat engine down below, but kind of ruins the Mission 13 feel, you know, so. Also, not a glitch, but a cool trick for doing these really fast. That bottom set of 8 symbols, those are all in the same positions. So the top sequence that you have to enter is randomly generated, but the bottom symbols are always in the same spots, which means you practice enough, you memorize the locations, and you just kind of read it off. Like, V, top left, E, bottom right, or like, bottom right, one over from the left, one over from the edge. You know, so on and so forth until you get them all. So here we go again. Just know where they are. We got a bit of a vent crawl here, but that's okay. Never too much of a problem with showing off glitches, right? All right, so we got a save clip. Like my biggest complaint about glitches is we can't do save clip, and I miss save clip. It's such a good clip. It's the thing is, it's really daunting to get into save clip. It's one of those ones that takes a lot of practice, and no matter how many cool lineups you have or floor lineups, stand on this, do this, look here, it's still never consistent.
Okay.
So my claim, I don't know if it's claim to fame, but one of the things I ended up doing was just, I figured out you could do it without a lineup, just by feel. By the way, we're gonna use that peak clip to stop our fall, if I'm not too slow. There. Okay, I kind of got it. So no lineup at all. It's just straight up, I'm just going to walk over here, look at the spot on the door, and get it. Now, in order to get it, I mentioned we need a camera break. Technically, it's not required, but only one person in the history of ever once has gotten it without the camera break. That is my friend Knowles. Aimless breakless. It's when you literally just hold peek and just hop over it. If we're really lucky, we'll see the prompt, but even then, it's so hard to get. Oh my gosh, there's the prompt right there. So that was actually a pretty good aimless breakless attempt. Anyway, so what we do is we need to bind our flare and our medkit to 2 different buttons. That's a feature in the game. You hear it in the radio and you just hover over it, press the button you want, it'll bind it. So I've got my flare to 6 and my medkit to 7, the way my binds are set up. And what we're going to do is it's a sequence. I'll list the sequence and then I'll do it. I'm going to start the flare, hold peak to cancel it, but don't let go of peak. Swap to our medkit, start using the medkit, let go of the medkit. Sorry, let go of peak, which you started for flare, and then let go of using a medkit. It looks like this. And I messed it up. Don't mind that. There it is. So now you see every time I walk around, just pressing WASD, my camera gets all weird. What this means, if I hold peak though, I can actually keep my aim, which allows me a lot more tries per second at the actual prompt to save clip. So I'm gonna run up here, roughly what feels right on the wall, and then just go for it. Oh, I missed it. I was gonna first try that. Come on. Dude, I had the prompt just messing around with aimless breakless. What's going on? Oh my gosh, I'm out of practice. I'm running on magic glitches lately. There it is. And if you scroll through, we can get the save clip. So if I don't mess it up like that 1,000 times, and you do the clip right away, or the camera break right away, yeah, you'll drop down. Actually, I should save here. Hold on, I should actually do save. You'll drop down, run through it. You'll skip going all the way in the back. Saves just under a minute compared to the long way around, which is really cool. It's a big no CC save. My friend Kat said she wanted me to shout her out in this run, so I dedicate that save clip to you, Kat. She said she'd give me a gift sub if I call her. So you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do, we got into here. Usually you then could just go through Apollo and finish out that. I want to show off that same trick in Mission 10, but there's 2 spots to do it here, so we can actually chain them together. Now, I need cheat engine to get through this door, so we're going to turn that on really fast. All right. So Z to fly, and then it should just be... There we go. Yeah, we can only get one way through it. We're going to grab the gas mask, like normal. I got it. Okay, I was a little worried I missed it. It likes to jump scare you, by the way. And what we're gonna do is come over to here. Actually, I've got a pipe him. Let's get the droid out of the way just so he's not a pain in my butt. All right. So this terminal right here and this locker conveniently right next to each other. And then I missed them, of course. It's okay. It's okay. 3rd time's a charm. There, see, I told you. Alright, so it's down, space, space. No, it's not. I had a split brain moment. Okay, trying this again. Sorry, it's up, space, space. My mistake. There it is. Perfect. So now we're in this state. Actually, I have the pipe bomb out still. That's actually pretty funny. Now, funny enough, we put on the gas mask and just... Well, that's weird. That's inconsistent with my testing. In my testing, when I had that gas mask there, it wouldn't animate putting it on, and it did this time. So that's fine. But yeah, the droids don't care about me now because they don't know I'm here. And we have another terminal over here. So if I scroll on it, I'll grab the terminal, and then I'll teleport back like that, which is cool. Now you can see I can't move around. I'm gonna hold A to try to strafe left because I won't mess up where I'm in the terminal. So I'm gonna press up, space, space, teleport back, and kick myself out. And that's really the full extent of it. It's just really goofy. Pending more testing, we might be able to get some wild clip with it. Not fully sure. We already have save clips, so there's not a whole lot of potential for additional saves with the amount of setup that this takes. But it's still really cool. You see kind of just a crazy out-of-bounds view.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorites to show off.
No, that definitely looked super wild.
Heck yeah. Sorry, I think I'm running the wrong way. I always get so confused on orange side. I always run blue side on my runs. Orange side totally messes me up. Where's our way out? Okay, there we go. So the droids can't grab us again. I'm just gonna do another save clip because I feel like it. Oh my gosh, come on, give it to me. No, don't give me the droid! No! I broke my camera out, okay. Dang it, you totally messed up my vibe, big man. Alright, one more try. Camera break. Oh, come on. You can tell I'm rusty. You gotta get the prompt and you have to have it just long enough that your scroll wheel catches, because I'm doing that all while spamming scroll.
Yeah.
So this one is not very new player friendly. You can try it if you want, but I don't tend to recommend it. But yeah, here we're on Apollo. So now what we can do as well is usually a big animation here where you go through here, or where you have to go through this event, turn off a thing, then you can do Apollo hack, because otherwise Apollo hack is absurdly difficult. Check this out. You have 2 seconds to do 5 symbols. Technically possible, but the input, it takes an input every, I think, 0.3 seconds, so you have input drop if you go faster than that. So you have to be on the key codes right before the input is right, like as soon as the input finishes dropping, you can enter the next symbol in. It is absurdly difficult. We had a task to it, but no human has ever, at least that we know of, has ever done that hack. But we can CC FPS and... Oh, not quite, I missed it. Work our way past Apollo. Oh, no, I messed it up! I died! So that's what happens if you don't peek when you fall. That's alright, we're right here. I can try this again. Work our way through it with some CC, a good old CC FPS. There it is. So peak fault, now we're good to go. Here's another fun one as well. You press this button, it's actually really slow to activate. You can grab this ladder in the meantime, and you can see yourself just slowly descend down the ladder. And that brings us to mission 14, though. So mission 14, we got a couple. Yeah, let me see here. So I'm just gonna start no CC, kind of the regular, start mission 14, kind of the regular no CC route. We got another plant clip to show off. It's a slightly different lineup, and it's into event, which is cool. And then I'm gonna show you off Droid Slide. Droid Slide is what Cookie and I came across before we found Zipper Clip. Oh, I gotta make sure I have an EMP mine. Oh, that's a lot of cues. Alright, here we go. Do I have EMP mine? Yes, I do. Perfect. I'm gonna go cheat engine real fast. I'm gonna turn off item decrease and full health. So So full health, and then we also will not lose items. So I can place as many EMP mines as I please. One more thing. There we go. Should be nice. Actually, we can CCFPS this. Should be able to CCFPS this. I remember. I think it's this way. You know what? I don't remember how to do this one. I'm gonna do the intended way. I don't remember how I'm supposed to do it. That's one that only occurred to me like right now in the moment. I never even thought to try to practice that clip.
No, I got totally. It was like, oh yeah, that's a thing I could do.
Right, yeah, that's in the game too. It's so funny how there's so many, like, there's enough glitches in the game, especially these more mature games like Alien, that it's so easy to forget they exist. Or, again, some that aren't run viable, you just don't hear about at all. So we're in a cycle run for regular. You can do this without cycle running otherwise, but, you know, we're cool. But still usually grab the V3 torch in no CC, even though we can blank clip the thing. We just need it later. There's other doors we can't get through. So run up here. So this lineup is right on the corner of this nub. Hold R and then start scrolling. Doesn't have to be rising, and we're in. Nice. Actually, if we wanted to pick up our EMP mine, we can actually open the door from the backside now. Not necessary to do this, but just to show the plank clip is a pretty interesting one. Get our android friend. Okay, he's gonna set up the EMP mine. Never mind. I can't rescue that one. That's right. I still have 3 because we have no item decrease. It's a cheat. Don't necessarily have to have it, but it helps in case I mess up droid slide or something. We can just mess around a lot of them. What I will do is drop a quick save right here. Now, droid slide is an interesting one. Again, I mentioned that zipper clip you can get zipper clip because the droid will pull you out, or tries to pull you out of the locker, but you can camera brake at the same time to get the zipper clip state. What we can do as well is try to create some noise, and we're gonna plant EMP mine right about here. That should do it. Might be a little close. We're gonna get in the locker so he can see us, and we just chill here this time. So he's gonna try to pull us out. And EMP mine is gonna hit at the same time, which is kind of cool. And we're just free to vibe, you know. Oh look, easy escape. Nice. I'm gonna CCFPS into this. Oh, I CCFPS through. That's not the plan. Here we go. And so now we're in the vent. We're definitely safe. There's no way any android could grab us. Like no problem. We're set. Definitely.
So getting into the pipe, I assume that's completely, you're not supposed to be able to get in through that method at all? Like, obviously not crouching, but not from that area.
Oh, yeah, I did the CCFPS to get in here. Now, what happened actually is not what's supposed to happen. Usually, so I was making the joke, we're totally safe. Okay. Usually he'll actually just pull us, but he didn't this time. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I'm gonna try it again.
Oh, okay, it actually... I haven't seen it now. You can actually crawl underneath it. Got it. That's the intended way to get under.
I shouldn't see me.
Okay.
Yeah, you are supposed to be crawling underneath it. It's you just usually activate a big winch sequence to pull it up, and
yeah, perfect. Yeah,
that didn't happen this time. I didn't do that part intentionally because I was trying to get the thing. But okay, I'll just stand over here this time to show it off. I genuinely that was not what's happened usually. Usually, as he pulls you, doesn't matter where you are. We can watch now. So he's like, wow, that EMP mine, that was kind of rude. Well, I guess I'll still check the locker after the fact. Eventually, once he's done with the EMP mine. There he goes. Pulls out the air. Oh, never mind, that's us. And yeah, he comes over here to grab us, and then teleports back. So that's a pretty cool one. But yeah, so that's Droid Slide. Now, the reason we were originally excited. Okay, go away. The reason we were originally excited about Droid Slide is that this door has potential for a skip. Usually you have to do a big sequence. You activate that, you activate that, you activate that, and then you wait, a while for this to lift up. Then you crawl under here, you crawl through, then all the way up, cross, down, up a ladder on this backside, and then finally you're basically right behind this door. If we could find a way to clip this door, we estimate about 30 to 40 seconds, depending on the setup for the glitch. So I'll CC FPS it so you can see what it's like. Because there's even an iron torch panel you can grab. If you clip far enough in, you can grab this from the other side and clip it. Unfortunately, we have not figured out how to get this yet. But this is a potential skip. And I'm using it now because I just want to get this mission faster. So let's take out a pipe bomb. Oh nice, they didn't bug out. Sometimes they'll self-lock if you run through there. I got overzealous, didn't make a difference this time. That's a fun strategy to get rid of them pretty fast. You're always forced to grab this bolt gun. Sometimes it can look really weird if you grab it a few times, it'll float in the air, but yeah, bolt gun. And then 6832, I'm realizing I can CC FPS as well, so we don't need this. Oh, I messed up. But again, I'm not a CC FPS runner. I'm so used to just doing regular routes for all these things that it's just kind of vibing. Alright, so regular route, you come over here, run to this elevator. Now another cool trick with this elevator is you press this button and you back up out of the prompt. I mentioned like the activation for the prompt is kind of weird. If you come back, you can call it again. Okay, that's fun. How about now? You press it as the door moves too, it's kind of fun. You can get, there's actually a little out of bounds in the Mission 12 elevator because it does the same thing. It doesn't get you anywhere, and I want to show the 100% out of bounds instead, but yeah, it'll pull you to the side and it can push you out of bounds if you call it multiple times. Alright, so that's slow. We can CC FPS through this. Oh, maybe, maybe not. Never mind. We're just gonna, you know, that was what I meant to do. Yeah. Alright, so it gives us the weapons back in here, which is pretty convenient as well. Now, the next thing we're going to do is another... Actually, no, I tell you what. One more in the middle. So, another glitch we use throughout a lot of the run is Ye Olde Droid Tickle. Actually, there's a clip that you can do it here as well. But abandon no major glitches, even though it saves, you know, half a second to not run around that extra lip. But we call it the Droid Tickle, or... I guess that was coined in my chat. I'm not quite sure what everyone else calls it, but it's a trick we use to get past droids. You saw me do it in Mission 12. I do want to actually cover officially how to do it. Relatively easy, so definitely a casual player one. We use it all the time. It's actually even easier on the super droids than regular droids because they're a little more predictable in their animations. But what it is that you can cancel their grab animation if you hit them with something while they're hitting you. So, I'm going to run up to the droid, he's going to try to grab me, and I'm going to hold up my revolver around the right time and shoot. Just like that. Boom. All of a sudden, no one will grab me. Now I've got about 8 to 10 seconds before they'll try to grab me again. So I'm good to just keep running. Now this guy might... So I'm good to just keep running. Now this guy might try to grab me here. The time he's just off. There he goes. Alright, doing it again. Oh! Yep, I've got network dropped for some reason. That's a bummer. I have a really cruddy internet connection, unfortunately. I was really worried that this might happen. I've had good luck in the past, but it's usually just like there's just something that's gonna try to break on me. Yeah, it's still dropping the frames. I'm hoping it sorts itself out pretty soon. Unfortunately, I'm in college, and so I'm renting from renting from a landlord that likes to cheap out. Yeah, that works. We were
with the little bit of internet issues we're having, we're actually just going to take a quick break. We were going to take one soon anyway, so we're just going to move it up here so we can hopefully let the internet get sorted. So we'll be back in a few minutes with more Alien Isolation. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. This is That's Never Happened Before. We had a little bit of a technical break there, just with some internet issues, but hopefully we're back. We've got Drex here with Alien Isolation, and hopefully we can make it through the end of this.
Yeah, for real. I sincerely apologize for the glitches, guys. I'm working through my last year of college, and the standard trope goes where I'm renting from a landlord that likes to cheap out just a little more than he should be able to get away with, and unfortunately my network connection kind of reflects it sometimes. It happens, I swear, like once a month. Just my luck. Tonight is the night that it's just doing that. But we're good at the moment. I'm going to try to show off as many cool glitches before it dies again, since we're technically at time anyway. So I was mentioning, oh, that's a load. Oh, of course my game bugged out as soon as I did that. So we're going to restart the game. I have a weird issue where if I close out of my game and leave it idle too long, it'll just be super slow mode coming back in. So naturally, here we go, restarting the game. Oh, and this timing is not ideal either, because I needed to go back to show off wrong warp. Yeah, slow my FPS down. All right, load game, mission save, or how should we? Did I do a safety save? You know what? I think since we're short on time, I want to show off some cooler stuff. Still, I'm gonna show off in mission 16. We've got I want to show wrong warp. That's always going down to nest. It's one of those ones that's hard to follow what's going on unless you really know the map anyway. So on that basis, I am going to close the game to restart it here. With the new saves, I'm going to show off a really cool glitch in Mission 16. A lot of you casual players are probably wondering, man, this alien, he's such a pain in the butt. Well, have I got news for you? I mentioned we could take him out a couple ways. We trapped him in Mission 10, and we trapped behind the shutter, and that was pretty cool. We have another way. There is yet another Yoda meme. It's back to get us again. Let's see. It should be 16. Here we go. I forgot I saved it today, so the timestamp was confusing me. There is yet another. We can just straight up kill the Xeno. So the way this glitch works, it might take me a couple tries. Hopefully not, though, because we're a little strapped for time. I had a bad feeling it carried away. There's a lot. This is a long game. There's a lot to show off. A lot of cool, fun stuff. Of course, this load is taking a while. Sometimes this game does this as well, where you'll load a save and just really long loading screen for some reason. Not quite sure why, but here we are. Oh, come on, Mr. Save.
Jeez, this is really...
We got a Xeno to kill.
This is like excruciating.
Sorry, I interrupted.
What the heck?
Yeah, there's sometimes in Mission 18, if you die to the huggers, like the very end of a run, this will happen there too. Oh, finally, thank you. All right, so this is right after Spacewalk. Now, the way we kill Steve is by basically trying to activate a portion of his behavior tree that doesn't exist. AKA, when you trap him and then flame him such that he wants to try to get away, he has nowhere to move, and so he'll just poof out of existence.
Okay.
So we need our shotgun out, we need to stun him. And so usually he has a scripted drop animation here. Usually you want to stand on this side of the glass so that door isn't open. We want it to open today. We need him in here. Now the reason we trap him is that because of the way this door is scripted, he cannot open or close the door himself. So we need to hold it open for him until he decides he wants to come for us. Hit the shotgun. Nice. Okay, it should close on him in a little bit here. Perfect, perfect. Now we've got a flamethrower and... Watch him, watch him. Oof. He's gone. Easy peasy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so now we got Heidi here. Oh, never mind, Heidi's not here. And yeah, that's the glitch there. Those are a couple things I wanted to show. A little less major, and we're running short on time, so I'm going to continue on to some of the more really cool ones. But if you want to know, trap Steve, flame him, he'll disappear. Now, he will respawn, or another Xeno will come check out why his friend is no longer reporting back for dinner. So you do get another alien after a good couple minutes, but it's still a really fun trick to show off to the friends. All right, let's see here. We've got... Oh, I'm trying to think if Mission 17... There's one cool glitch. There's a console-only glitch in Mission 17. It has to do with frame rate. The reason the console-only is because in PC we don't usually cap frames. I don't think it's worth showing off because it takes a while to get there. So, let's go to Mission 18. Mission 18, I'm going to do the first half regularly. And if you remember, I mentioned I was trying to get Steve to spin in circles, and he wasn't doing it. So... we can do it here instead, and I will show you exactly how that works. So here we are, start of Mission 18. You're good to run for a little bit, because it takes a while for the Xenos to activate. Yes, I said Xenos, plural. Same thing happens in most of the missions, it's just this one's long enough you can get to the first major point. I haven't shown that off earlier. Blue hacks are lame. They're all RNG. Now, what we're gonna do, we're gonna cycle run again. I missed the fast drop. Cycle run, and we're gonna try to hug this wall coming up here. The reason we're hugging this wall is so this next one, it's supposed to be disabled till we get the prompt in, like, lever down under the area. Alas, that is not an issue for us. If you hug it, it's the same bug as in Mission 7, and I showed in Mission 2, where if you're outside of the range but you can still grab it, it doesn't do the check if I should be able to do it or not. We can just skip straight to it. So this saves a good bit of time, and well, not missing the hack doesn't save time, but if you don't miss the hack, it saves a good bit of time in no CC runs. Alright, now I'm just gonna do this part kind of like you would for regular no CC. That droid will grab you, by the way, so we're kind of looking at him pretty funny. And yeah, we're gonna come over here and do this part like normal. And we're about to get to the cool part, I promise. We're also a novice, so I should be slightly less likely to die trying it. Yeah, we got 1,000 flamethrower fuel, that's perfect. I like keep glancing nervously at my frames. They kept like looking good and then dropping it a few minutes later. Earlier on, I'm like, come on, please last just a little longer frames.
Not too much longer. Hang in there.
Okay. Hang in there. Okay, your new save right there. And check out the EMP mine. So there's a scripted alien right here. Usually you'd flame in and run past him for the regular route. But check what happens if you throw an EMP mine at him. And hide behind here. Once he decides he's ready to go. Okay, it didn't work. Of course, naturally. I'm cursed on the spin in circles today, apparently. Alright, let's try that again. I wonder if I just straight up missed him. Oh, there, you can see he's having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Steve. Oh, we broke him out. Okay, he's supposed to run in circles. He's still not running in circles. Oh, naturally, everything possible is breaking. I'll just hide here until he's ready to go, hopefully. There he goes. Like, if that's not adorable, that's I don't know what
fantastic.
This is definition. You throw the EP mine, he just gets a little funky in the head, you know? He's in his own world, and we're living in it. He just does this for as long as you want, so I can say as long as I can. I want to fully appreciate it before I move on. I want to sneak past him I could. He's a little too fast for that, though. Alright, so we're going to finish out. We're not finish out all the way. There's another glitch. It's not super major, but I really want to show it off. So this is the regular thing you would do for him. He's in the animation. You can just flame him and get rid of him. No problemo. But I want to show off Hugger Boost. One of my favorites. By the way, if you're in a pinch, as soon as you touch this lever, all the Xenos despawn. In preparation for the scripted cutscene we have up here, as soon as you touch the lever, you're good. So he can be right in your butt, no problem. All the other animations in the game are not like that. This is the one exception. At least maybe Mission 3, kind of. But it's nice. It's good for going fast. Alright, gotta wait through a little bit of our cutscene here. Funny enough, you can move during this black screen, but it's really, really risky because if you hit the, there's an egg that will activate if you get close to it, and so you'll get face hugged during this black screen, so we usually just leave it for the animation. It might be on the reload. I might be confusing this to someone else. Nonetheless, that egg right on the left of the screen, I'm pointing at it, you can see where I'm pointing. Right over there. That's the one that'll get you. So Hugger Boost is a really cool glitch. It's really easy to get the tech, much more difficult to get the actual, like, making it work. But we run through here, so there's the egg right there. That's one you can get into the loading screen. So, if you do a facehugger regularly, if you look at him and check that, you can hold, you can actually kind of aim where he's going to be when you're on this. So that's a cool feature. And there's a lot of weird, interesting things like that with the facehugger. So, I'm going to die a couple times intentionally just because we're showing it off, and it's right here. It's a nice, good loading spot. So let's get rid of, actually, we want to get rid of both these guys, don't we? So, now if I am here, and am I crouched under something, and I hold the weapon out, look what happened. I was in an event. That was a mistake on my part. I was trying to a little confusing myself how I was going to explain that. Okay. Almost. So yes, it only works if you're like in an event that you can move and like the path is clear. So we'll get rid of these facehuggers. Alright, and we're gonna get in this vent fully this time, and hold out the flamethrower. Could be any weapon, but if you're just holding out a weapon... I forgot. I missed one extra step. I have to hold W as well. Basically what the glitch is, if you're crouched, and facehugger jumps on your behind, and you're moving, it adds your two speeds together, and it launches you forward. And I forgot about the whole W part because I'm a little distracted by my frames now, man. I've got an excuse. Alright, trying this one more time to show it off. I will intentionally die. So, I guess the trick is as well is that they jump in your face, but if you get the timing just right, you can flame him as he's jumping on your face. We can do it with this guy as well. Right, that's basically what the timing looks like from ahead. From behind, if you get the timing right, you can flame him while you're doing it. So you're good to go, you're safe, you're awesome. Now, here's the really cool kicker. It might take me a couple tries, because it's a much more difficult trick. You can get it with two huggers back to back. I know I did this one of my no major glitches run. For some reason, this is a glitch that is allowed no major glitches. But what we need to do is we need to take advantage of the movement and manipulation with this guy. So we're going to get him in a weird spot so the second guy can't get us. We're running here. The second guy needs to push us through here. We got to flame him as late as possible. Nice, just like that. Get this guy out of the way. Now we got to hope for good RNG. Oh, not quite. So I flamed this guy too early, and he blocked my path. So I got launched into him during the launch. So we almost had it. We were close, but not quite there. But I had the timing right otherwise. So the RNG is where the second hugger spawns. Sometimes he spawns close, sometimes he spawns far. And that's the difference.
Okay.
And sometimes they're in a bad formation as well, where despite the tech, they still will not quite go around how we want them to. Oh, got the man dab there. That was a bit of a risky one. Another man dab. Oh, so that was a bad RNG. He was too early, so he launched on us before we actually got into the next area of the zone. So, that's okay. Now, the flamethrower is cool. The flamethrower is an easy one. You can also do it with stuff like a shotgun or a stun baton as well if you're feeling really, really daring. I was going to try to show those off as well, but I think in the interest of time, I just want to get just a regular, average double huggers and go from there. The second guy looks like he might be a little bit slower than I like. Makes his timing... Oh, okay, so I was a little late. Happens I got into the fire, I had man dabbed, so I wasn't able to actually use the flamethrower. That's a tricky one. That's what I mean by if he's a little bit late, because I don't get the full boost. The second guy, even though I get the good spot, is going to be too early. So it's a bit of RNG. It's why it's a lot trickier, but it's really cool when you get it. Alright, let's see. I'm feeling this one right here. Oh, he looks early. Yeah, he was early. So the second guy didn't get body blocked by the first hugger. So the first boost hugger was not in the right spot. You can see why this can be difficult. It's a cool glitch. I think I mostly demonstrated what it is if we don't get it soon here, because there's one more very, very major glitch that is definitely worth showing off. That's a good one. That's about as far as we can go and still not be dead. Oh, and he was early. Okay. nonetheless, I'll leave it at that. I wanted to show them both off, but it just, so basically you launch over here straight into the cutscene. I'm a little out of time, so I won't try it again, because there's another big one that is very difficult for me. It will take quite a few tries, but it's extra awesome. So we're back in Mission 18, loading up Mission 18 again. This is the CCFPS way to do this one. This is where CCFPS really, really shines. Because I mentioned the physics gets weird, right?
Yeah.
What happens is if you bounce into a slanted surface, it can effectively launch you into the air. And since the gravity calculation doesn't work quite the same at really low FPS, you can float yourself above the roof. So, you see this side, there's a Steve vent. We're basically aiming for this Steve vent on this side where this big flamey burst is. So, I'm going to be here, toggle my FPS, and sprint, and just crouch into it. And it takes a couple tries. Hopefully just a couple. Oh, I was so close, dude. I was so close. I actually got the launch and everything. Gotta figure out where I missed. It was a little bit too short. I needed to move back further. So I can look at that one for reference of where I kind of messed up.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I still messed up again. Still too shallow. I'm getting the launch like a lot more consistently than usual though, so that's kind of exciting actually. Just gotta get the positioning now. I didn't get that time. Yes, there we are. That's a really good one too. Holy heck.
Wow.
So now we're out of bounds again via means of floating. And we're gonna run here. This one, we're basically gonna do the same trick again. We're gonna launch again because we got another slanted surface, a roof right here. This one, I'm a little more inconsistent at. It's just kind of, do you get it or do you not? If we get it though, we're gonna launch way up in the air and it's gonna be absolutely swag money. Hopefully it doesn't take me. I thought the first one would take me a lot more tries. So we're a little bit ahead of the pace I expected. Oh my gosh, oh, almost, not high enough. I need to be above that railing right there. Oh, by the way, yeah, they like to drop down here too, and they can't get you. He's gonna try. He's interested. He has no idea where I am though, which is kind of fun. All right. There's a couple different lineups that work as well. I'm very new to this category, so naturally I have no idea exactly what they take. Not quite. That's the one right there. So now we're gonna go back into slow mode and fly above the platform. Notice I'm strafing to the side because I move a lot faster when I do that. And once we're above it, now we're good. Now we're basically at the big spacewalk right at the end of Mission 18. I actually thoroughly surprised that I did that quickly. I'm not gonna lie. In my practice, this was taking me a while to get. So the extra part, we're supposed to be in spacesuit right now, and we're not. We're out without our spacesuit. Just doing our thing allows us to run, makes this whole area faster, which is pretty fun. Oh, I'm gonna show off finishing off the mission as well here, because now we actually have weapons out here. We're not supposed to have weapons out here. So usually you'll have a big scripted Xeno cutscene, and it's still there, except that since we're not in spacesuit, which is a different model than Amanda without the spacesuit, it will, how do I phrase it? It'll, the animation doesn't exist. There just isn't an animation, and you'll see what that looks like in a little bit here. Before that, I'm going to do yet another glitch. We do use this one in runs. It's called double pins. It's actually quite easy as well. It's kind of similar to Superman, about the same pacing for the double E press. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at one pin, press E, and before the animation starts, flip our camera all the way over to the side, just press E on the other one. So just E, just twice. That's all you got to do. And you'll actually activate both pins at once. It's really pretty easy.
Okay.
Takes a few tries, and I say that so I might mess it up now. But yeah, so I can look at either one of these. I can look at the bottom as well. I usually like to start with the top. And I go left, right, some people go right, left. Totally your choice, whatever feels right. So I'm just going to go here and just get used to the feel, So 1, 2, 1, 2, And then actually do it. And you can see, if you glance right on the right of the screen, you see the pin going to the other one, even though there's not a hand on it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
And double pins. Now, we got some Steves up here as well. If we want to, we can flame them. Which you're usually not supposed to be able to do this. Well, makes him angry. Now, if I do that long enough in this, I will get one where he drops down, so I don't want to get myself killed here. It's a weird bug where you can die in this part of the game. In regular play without CC FPS, it's very rare. Like, absurdly rare. I've never gotten in a run. Regular CC, or CC FPS, though, it's a little easier because you're not in a spacesuit. But here we go. So starting the animation, and, right, yeah. No animation exists because we're in a different model. So usually they're, you know, the Xenos are here planted, doing their interesting thing. Instead, they're, you know, this is like Xeno only fans, I guess. I don't know. We'll see shortly. Just a very personal view. You know. They fly away, animated. It's kind of cool out of bounds to look and appreciate it, and we get the cutscene right now. Skip the cutscene, and finally, the last glitch, skill walk. Happens if you're skilled. That's it. That's all there is to it. Do we get it? Yes, we get the skill walk. It's basically spacesuit. Remember that spacesuit speed mission 2 that I mentioned was fast if you load a level? It happens here in mission 19. Regular transition, not doing anything, but totally at random.
Interesting.
So it was just straight up an extra 8 seconds you could save or lose on your run. Sheer RNG at the very, very end of the run.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah. What else we got? We're just gaming like that this time. And so usually you do the end sequence. Now, I promise at the very end of this showcase I would show one more really, really, really cool glitch. The prerequisite for this glitch is that this glitch, I'm gonna restart the game so I can load up the saves as a heads up. The prerequisite for this glitch is that this is a glitch my friend Cookie, and my friend Marks have been working on a ton. So originally found by Cookie and I for a zipper clip, I then was messing around another night and discovered another way to get zipper clip state that allows us to do zipper clip in more spots. And so let me just drag over these saves real fast. What that means is we learn of another huge potential skip. And we've kept it secret until now, because our original plan was just to show it off in a run, try to take back record and be like, whoa, look at this crazy world record time with this new tech, and, you know, excite people. What we're realizing now is it's one of those glitches that, kind of like Mission 13 save clip, where we have a bunch of different lineups you could try, do this, and it's still just kind of a feel thing, whether you're going to get it or not, as well as a bit of luck with the way the droid works. But nonetheless, let's see here. I need to load the newer save. Nonetheless, I'm very, very excited to be showing it off to you guys. This is Loren's skip. Basically, we can skip the entire server room section, and despite the whole fiasco we're going to go through to get it, it can still save roughly a minute and a half, and this is no CC. The reason it's huge, no CC, main category alien, where you can't crouch clip or do any funky out-of-bounds stuff or whatnot. So we're in mission 9 again. I did Steve Stuck. Steve Stuck is useful. This is what I hinted at when you asked about it earlier, Church.
Okay, yeah.
We're going to shoot at the android, try to get him aggroed at us. Because we need him to get into zipper clip. There he is. Oh, he didn't actually. There we go. Now he's nice and red. Oh, I'm actually going to pause real fast as well. I need to turn on cheat engine. Doesn't require cheat engine. The problem is the reason we weren't ready to debut this glitch is that if you miss the lineup, you soft lock. Like straight up soft lock, have to load up your save. Which makes it a really risky glitch. We wanted to find a more consistent way to get it before we showed it off. But I don't think there's any more appropriate time to show it in front of a bunch of really awesome people at a big glitch showcase event like this. And it's one of my just dream bucket list items to be able to show off a glitch like this. Oh, wrong button. So I'm turning on full health. That's what I'm doing in Cheat Engine. That's why I need that bad boy. All right, he's coming. Yeah, so first thing we need to do is get the zipper clip state. So we need a droid and we need a brace. We need a brace, but we don't actually need the locker. I'm going to come up to him, I'm going to break the cover off. It's important we break this off, otherwise the timing is hard. And what we're going to try to do when he gets here is get the droid between us and the brace when he grabs us, Just that when we break out of the grab, we can start taking off this brace during his animation, during the animation of us punching him. So, if we're unlucky, he will throw us. Oh, I missed it. Okay, so there's a couple backup strat items you could do. You could just gotta keep grabbing this brace as he punches you to get him ahead of you. No, I missed. That's not what I wanted. Now, of course, that's the exact time he's gonna grab me again, too. So we're actually just moving around this table here. And I'm just try again. It seems about the most because to kind of get him up to here and then kind of lead back and around. He's probably going to throw me this time, though, just because it's just my luck. That looks good. That looks good. Yes, yes. We got to break this off really fast, though, because there's not a lot of time in the punch. Sometimes we get the save, sometimes we don't. Again, part of the inconsistency that we want to work out, and we didn't get it. That's a bummer. Okay, just reset. Sometimes you got to rinse and repeat to get it. I was hoping to first try it. That would have been, but that's okay.
Everybody forget this happened, you know? First try, right here. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Unfortunately, it's a known complication. Is getting the state without the locker is far more inconsistent and difficult. Are you angry? Please be angry. Yeah, he's angry. Okay, just lure him back here. The brace is behind that door, if you're curious. So it's very important. Most people wouldn't because it'd be out of the main route, but it's very important that in Mission 3 you don't get funny and try to break this brace off early in Mission 3. Otherwise, you have no brace here. This is like the only brace that we have in Mission 10. Sorry, saving brace. Ha, get it? Oh man, that's a real knee slapper right there.
That was good.
All right. Oh, thank you, thank you. I had a bad feeling you missed it. Come on, you droid. Not quite what I wanted. There we go. That'll look good. That'll look good. Will grab us. Oh, and then I keep. Oh, he threw me. So this is the RNG. This just happens. Sometimes it just throws you away from the brace. Also frustrating because I can't grab it. So try it again. Oh, that looks good. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. We need this. We need this break. You can see why I have full health on for cheating. Yeah. Technically not required. No! Dang it! Okay, third time's the charm. I'm hoping. You can see why I have full health on. Not technically required because you can take that number of hits, but if you miss it a good couple times, it's a lot of extra hits. So that's why this is, again, early in development. This is a bit of a pre-release of the glitch. And here's the first half. I was hoping this part would be fast. That's right. Mission 18 I did so fast, so we do have a bit of the extra leeway time for this one. Unless the network decides to be mean again. Right, he's coming. Just kind of banging a bunch of stuff to lure him over. It's really cool when you just get this, right here, first try. In there, and then that looks good. Don't throw me! Why do you gotta do that? Oh. It was the right lineup and everything. All right, come on, big man. All right, this should be the one. Yes, that looks good. Here's to hoping.
I believe.
Oh, I need this state, dude. What? I swear, it's not quite this inconsistent. It's only this inconsistent because it's the last glitch of the showcase. Oh my gosh, dude.
I believe. First try.
Maybe we still need a better way to get zipper clip state. I'm not sure. This is the part of the glitch that's supposed to be like the easy part. It's the next part you soft lock on.
Does this one need to be frame capped at all?
You're right. So this part of it does not,
okay.
But the actual clip does. Thanks for calling that out because I would have missed that.
No problem.
Because I have not been paying attention to my frame rate. That is a very good call. Yeah, so this is just like a regular zipper clip as well. You want to get about 120 frames per second. Seems to be the magic number. In this part, it shouldn't matter, but the next part, it does. It matters much. Come on, don't you throw me. That's looking good. That's looking good. I think I was late to start though. Maybe. Come on. Come on, Mr. Android, please. Yes! We're in the state! Part 2 of the glitch, here we go!
Alright.
We gotta lure him all the way upstairs. So pretend that was first try, you know? It's actually third time's a charm, but it's X number of tries mod 3. So every third try. Actually, that doesn't even check out.
No, it'd be every third plus 1 try, right?
Yes! That's okay.
Well, this is the third plus 1 try, so...
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, we gotta lure him all the way back here. If you remember, I called out this elevator at the end when I was exiting Lorenz earlier. This is Gemini elevator, right?
Yeah.
So we just started mission. I loaded a save, but we basically just started from that train in here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna line up on this line, like kind of this spot of this line. You can't see my crosshair, but I have a crosshair. Kind of right here, and you want the edge of... Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. You want the edge of this light right on the edge of your screen. So that's what we gotta do. About like that. He's gonna punch. You're gonna step back into one of two lineups. He's close, so at the zipper. Not quite, okay. There, line up, punch. Back up. He's close, zipper. Not quite. I gotta get it out of the way sometimes. Sometimes he kind of blocks the path. And this part, again, this is the part I expected it to be a bit troublesome. This is the part where you can't self-launch. If you teleport, but not far enough. He's far, so look under his button. Not quite. Okay, at the thing, punch. I got a little far. Step back, look under the button. Yes! Okay, here we go. So we clipped through it. This actually looks like a really good clip. So you see one of two things. You see either the right door or the left door. There's two doors to every elevator. If you see the right door, you have soft lock. There's no saving it. If you see the left door, there's a chance. There's two ways. If you get real lucky, you clip all the way through. I haven't gotten good enough to clip all the way through yet. But what you can do is you can sometimes grab the button through this door with the right lineup. And we just might have it. The Android also likes to not animate when you're through the wall. Oh, I am just barely not there. Okay, looks like this is not the one. So this is why we have cheat engine. So we can fly back out here, unsoft lock yourself and try again. Oh, the Android, I spent too much time. He's busy killing humans. Come back up here, big man. Come on, we got business to do. We're not done here yet. Well, this is super cool to save as well is we can also use our weapons and everything like normal, except the Android still can't grab us.
Okay.
The other zipper clip state with the locker and the brace, half the time you can use your weapons and half the time you can't. It's really strange.
Interesting.
So line up, that looks pretty good to me. So we'll punch, and then I'll step back. He's close at the zipper. No, okay. Get him out of the way. Kind of teleport me farther. If he's far, it's under the button. If he's close, it's closer to the zipper. Zipper clip 2.0. Okay, here we go. Punch, back up. He's close, zipper. And again, it's one of those feel things. That's my lineup. Every lineup is going to be a little bit different for everyone, depending on how you like it. It's just like save clipping that way. Close, zipper. Come on, big man. We got to get just one of these. Just one of these. For the ultimate no CC skip. That's looking good. Yes! There it is! Right there! Zipper clip Lorenz skip 2.0. So the reason this is huge is right now world record is like really, really locked down for Alien. Very optimized run. Mets had a really, really impressive performance. Yeah, we're in Gemini. Just like that. That said, with this skip, now you saw it was very scuffed, needs a lot of work, a lot of practice. My friend Marcus, he's been mostly responsible for figuring out lineups and working on that. He has some, I think, 100 hours or so on the lineup alone.
Oh, wow.
And he's consistently clipping through double doors, so it's definitely possible to get more consistent than I've showcased here. Alas, I'm new to the lineup. I got the brace break tech, which of course I couldn't get to work until my third +1 try. But nonetheless, combine all of our efforts and you have this skip that, if done perfectly, we estimate can save about 1.5 minutes over these otherwise standard world record style no CC route, be it novice or nightmare, which is just gigantic time savers to optimize the way feel the run is. And so it's on that basis that I was really, really excited and proud to show off this glitch. Again, collaborative efforts of myself, Cookie, and Marks. And Lion has been helping us with some testing as well. Just want to be huge thanks to all those guys. I know Marks didn't want me to show it off quite yet because we didn't quite have it consistent as we wanted, but it's like I think we thought it was time, and this is my big finale glitch right here. It's not quite as crazy as making Steve despawn or the fly in Mission 18, but it's special to me because it's my pride and joy. It's my project, my contribution to this game that I really look forward to seeing in some future runs later on. So on that basis, though, I want to thank you guys so much for having me. I apologize we had to cut out some glitches because the network failed, and I got a little carried away, as always happens with these types of shows because they're just an absolute blast. But yeah, thank you guys so much for having me. That's all I've got for tonight.
That was incredible, and that the work you put into that last glitch is astounding because that I don't know how many non-speedrunners are out there, but saving a minute and a half in a run like that is massive. So that's amazing. So congrats to you and everybody who's worked on that. That's amazing.
Thanks. Yeah.
You've done an excellent job of showcasing all these glitches and everything. Do you have, I guess besides those shoutouts, do you have anything else quick you want to say?
Oh gosh. I guess again, thanks so much to GDQ for having me. Thank you so much for being here, Church and Ray, for the awesome work on the tech. Thank you guys so much for being so patient with my network failing midstream. Again, it's like once or twice a month, and it was just goofy luck it was tonight, and I was just, dude, I saw the frames going up, and then Ray was like, hey, you're desynced, and my heart just sank. I'm so glad it came back so I could show you guys this before the end of tonight. But I sincerely appreciate the patience, though, because technical difficulties are never a fun time. They're just, I mean, I know you probably know how it's like. You do something break on you that you expect to work, and you're spending money on. It's like, this should work. Why doesn't it work? And so I sincerely appreciate all your patience.
Great job on powering through. You've been incredible throughout. You're such a passionate person, and this game clearly means a lot to you. So,
thanks so much.
It was an absolutely amazing showcase. I've had a blast. I think everybody here has had a blast as well. We are running a little bit over there, so unfortunately I will have to cut this a little bit short. Again, thank you so much for being here. A reminder to everybody that there will not be a That's Never Happened Before in 2 weeks from now, because there is going to be a Halloween special, so you can tune into that instead. With that being said, this is the last show of the evening. Tomorrow we will have more content starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll have random number generation, which will be followed by aimbot. And like I said, show's over. We are going to take a quick break while we look for a raid target. So if you wouldn't mind just sticking around so we can cheer on a speedrunner in their speedruns, that would be awesome. Have a great night, everybody. Take care. And again, thanks, Drake, so much for being here.
I really appreciate it.